Hello, welcome to another episode of SDS. Now we are back for another Premier League roundup. I know there's been a lot of Premier League roundups recently, but that's because there's been a lot of games recently. We've had a lot of midweek and weekend games. So we are doing another Premier League roundup. And I am back hosting. Once again, thank you to RC for covering while I was away on Beta Squad international duty. But it's been a good game week. Well, for neutrals, right? It's not been a good game week for anyone on this table who is a Premier League fan. So it's not been a great
or a La Liga fan.
It's not been a good game week. But it's a good game week to talk about because many things to discuss. There's many things to discuss. So we will be discussing. And also, as usual, if you guys want to get involved in producing the show, because you guys are effectively the producers of the show, leave some comments below for different things you want us to do, because we will have a midweek episode, which we say midweek, it comes out at the end of the week, we film it midweek, which is not a Premier League roundup. So it can be any game that you like to watch, any new ideas that you want to see, leave them in the comments and we will do it for the next video that's going to be going out this week. For all you Premier League roundup lovers, for all you new viewers, what Premier League roundup is, we discuss every single game that happened in this Premier League game week. Next to me and helping me out today discuss is my vice captain, first of all, star player.
You've had a lot of people sitting on the seat.
I haven't been next to you in a while.
Yeah, man.
Even when you were on, it was like when I'm away. So good to have you back, man.
I miss the seat already, man.
The duo's
crazy.
I was just about to say the duo's back, man. We got a new duo now. Fair enough. Say no more, bro.
Well, man.
Say no more. Opposite star player is El-Face.
Hey.
He's used to sitting next to me. What's going on?
I'm not used to this. I want to change, bro. I want to change.
Hey, man.
Second half.
And next to him is rocking his Manchester United kit, the Chevrolet, kissing the devil on the badge.
Shaitan.
It is Abs Busquets.
I'm just kissing the back. Okay, this side. I'm not kissing Adidas.
Are you endorsed by Adidas?
No, but I'm saying.
I ain't endorsed by the devil.
Just saying, bro.
Neither.
Pick one.
Neither. I support Manchester United, and I won't stop with Manchester United.
All right, so if you're listening to the audio, check us out on YouTube, SDS. If you are watching YouTube and you wanna move over to the audio because you're busy, go on Spotify, iTunes, all that good stuff. Links are in the description, SDS as well.
Yeah, Ross is hit you today, man.
Huh?
You know, if you want to listen to the audio, watch it on YouTube.
If you're listening to audio and want to see us, watch us on YouTube.
No,
if you're watching us on YouTube,
man, no, see would have done that.
It's SDS.
I'm joking, nah.
It's in the description. But
what a comfortable conversation.
It is a comfortable conversation. And we have two good hosts, man. That's good. It's like Ryan and Ramsdale, isn't it? Yeah. It's like Ryan and Ramsdale. Two number ones. Both stink.
Who's right? That's how I know who's right.
I'm trying to find out which one it is.
No, I'm joking,
I want to know who's Arteta.
I'm joking. Himself. No, I'm joking. Ramsdale's my number one, man. He's
we'll talk about that later.
Listen, speaking of uncomfortable conversations, Abs, we're going to start with Manchester United. We're going to set the scene.
Yeah.
Old Trafford. Actually, I don't need to set the scene. You were there.
Yeah, you don't need to set the scene.
Can we go backwards? So set the scene when it's 90th minute.
Yeah.
He stood there singing by himself.
However, before he sang, he asked his boy, I beg you record me quickly.
Hey guys, here's the clip.
When the playing out, get yourself to the football club. Take it out and you will say,
So
guys, not an armchair fan.
So yeah, hashtag not an armchair fan was on the tweet, and you guys were.
Not a shot at anyone,
you guys were. Pull the mic closer to you. Speak confidence.
This guy.
This is the grilling. This is the grilling of As Busquets.
No problem.
It's the
I'm here
grilling
for
of
that.
Man United. So,
I'm here for that.
Because honestly, people are asking for that emergency meeting on my notifications. You know,
I wanted it.
We haven't given it to them just yet. It's coming, guys. Don't worry. But so yeah, talk us through that. Right, we're gonna go backwards, like Star said. Yeah, you're 3-0 down.
Yeah.
At home.
Mm-hmm.
The Theatre of Dreams against Bournemouth, and
good
you're
Bournemouth
there,
side as well.
and you're there singing. What were you singing? Can you sing it a little bit now? What was the lyrics?
Bunch of bouncing Bosby babes, they deserve to be united. When they're playing in your town, get yourself to that football ground. Take a lesson, you will say, football till by my Bosby at Manchester United. And then it keeps going on, same thing again.
So they deserve to be united. Who deserves to be united?
in this current squad.
The boys that are 3-0
Well, no,
down
you
at
have
home.
to realise when you're China, as you guys know, you're a regular go to the Emirates. You know,
I'm not an armchair fan. Yeah,
you're not an
I'm a
armchair.
season ticket
You're
holder.
definitely not an
Yeah.
armchair fan. So you understand. You know,
That
there's
glaze
a level of. There's a
Can't
level
call me
of
an armchair fan. 'Cause I'm not.
no, absolutely not. No, I don't.
What about
Please,
Arsenal?
some people haven't gone to the Burnabeu. But the point is this. The point is this.
been
You know,
twice.
United. When you're a United fan and a football fan, you support your club to the end. And it was weird because it felt like something came over me. I heard there was obviously some people who were chanting, some people were jeering, whistling at the team, and they have every right to do that. You pay your money to watch a game. You have your right to voice your opinion. I'm not saying anything otherwise. It's just when I'm there to support my club, I will support my club because I love Man United and that love won't die. I've been drunk on success. I've seen success. If we are to go now for 30 years of not winning anything, I won't stop supporting Man United. If Man United were in League 2, I would be a Man United fan. That's what that was. That's what that video was a representation of. And it wasn't something planned like Faze is saying. It was just, they would take the piss out of me. They were saying, someone tell bro the score. It doesn't matter what the score was to me. I'd be there. And if I'm there to support my club, I will support my club.
So was it worth the journey up and the journey back down?
Obviously not, because you want to go and see your team win. But it is what it is. I will support win or loss. That's what that message was for me.
He just said he's been drunk and successful. Like you've been sober for 10 years. That's a success.
It's true.
That's a success. Though.
It's been a while.
In terms of the top trophies, you are right. I have been sober for a while. Still got my sobriety badge, but like I say, that's not going to change what my feelings towards my club.
All right, well, let's talk about the game. So before the game, just coming off the back of a Manager of the Month, Player of the Month, and Goal of the Month.
Sweep.
Hat-trick.
Sweep by Manchester United. Ten Hag for the Manager of the Month. Harry Maguire for the Premier League Player of the Month. And of course, Garnacho with his wonderful bicycle kick.
Crazy
For
goal.
the Goal of the Month, which will probably be Goal of the Season.
Even Puskas.
Could even be
Puskas.
nominated at least for Puskas and one of the greatest Premier League goals ever. So you've had a good month, it looks like. You guys were the informed team.
On paper.
Of course, on paper. I still don't think you're the best team in Premier League last season, but on paper you were. And yeah, things looked good. Things looked on the up. Right? Now you're coming to a home game against Bournemouth, who have been good. We're going to speak about them in a bit, because of course we're not going to talk just about Man United this segment. It's unfair to not talk about Bournemouth, who won 3-0. We'll speak about them. Iraola's doing a great job. I know you're a big fan of him. But we're going to start with Man United, of course. Go on. Where did it go wrong?
So
5 minutes in, they're 1-0 up.
I'd have, yeah. I walked in with the ball in the back of the net because obviously the delays getting into the stadium. But genuinely.
You're telling me?
We
watched you go. You did it.
In fact, I
So
thought
obviously, as you was walking into the stadium and you heard cheers,
Yeah.
did you think, yeah, it's 1-0 United?
you hear when it's different between away fans and
Yeah,
home fans,
that's
though.
true.
You just hear a chant on the other side because I'm above the tunnel behind the goal and the Stretford end. So I'm hearing from them side, I'm just hearing a chant from down there. I'm like, oh my God. And then you see the ball in the back of the net and you just see players blaming each other. But just to answer Shark's question, you say it was a good time for Man United. It feels as though that is just going up and down right now. 1 week we're in crisis, the next week it looks like we're doing well. And that Chelsea performance, especially, yes, Chelsea are horrible. Sorry, Chelsea fans. You know, like I've tried to fight for Chelsea on this podcast, but you guys are just so bad right now.
It's a mid-off though. Like,
It is a
United
mid-off.
fan calling
It
Chelsea
is.
horrible. Is
No, but that's what I'm saying. It gave us false pretenses of having that game and playing so well to that. The way that we committed to the press mainly. The press was the main thing I saw at that Chelsea game, where we really, especially tactically speaking, the fullbacks committing to the press. 'Cause that's something that we haven't done often enough this season. We saw it at times last year, and that's when we were doing well. When our fullbacks don't commit to the press, quite simply, it's just so easy for any team in the Premier League to play out of us. Goalkeeper to fullback, you're out. The press is done. It's broken. Like a house of cards, Man United's press comes down. Is that a tactical issue? Absolutely. That's something that has to be questioned to the manager because it's being coached. And when we have seen it as recently as Chelsea game, we should be seeing it regularly against all opposition. When we commit to the press is successful. When we don't commit to it, we are being punished. But
Even going back to the United Chelsea game, I felt like Chelsea was put in similar situation as Bournemouth, but they just didn't capitalise at the time, if that makes sense. Go back to Bournemouth.
Yeah. No, Chelsea had huge chances, and
Yeah,
Chelsea should have scored there, absolutely. Yeah. But Bournemouth were very smart. I don't think there was. It wasn't. I wouldn't say it's like it's crazy revolutionary what I was saying. It wasn't really. It was smart. They were putting the long ball towards Reguilon's side, really taking the mick out of that side, just completely bombarding him. Solanke did really well. Really good striking runs. He's in really good form in this season. I think he might have scored the same or more amount that he scored more than he scored last.
He's got 9 or 10
already.
It's his best season so far.
It's not the turn of the year. So he's having a really good season. But it's hard for me to look at that game and give Bournemouth credit more than criticising how horrible Manchester United were.
Oh, that's harsh.
No, genuinely. And I say that because it's an issue that we've had continuously throughout the whole season with the poor build-up play. We see Onana try and do something out of the back, trying to pass to players, and it worked a couple of times. Amrabat finds Allo, and there's a free man in the press. But it's so often we see the ball go back to Onana, and he just hits it long. And we've seen him at times in Inter Milan, for example. If he ever did get caught in the press, he's hitting it long. But who's he hitting it long to? Lautaro or Edin Dzeko?
Edin Dzeko, yeah.
These are guys who can hold up the ball. We're doing it to Anthony and Garnacho. These guys, they're not going to win aerials against anyone. Again, I look at, bro, what's Scott McTominay doing getting another 90 minutes, bro?
Oh, on midweek, he's your hero. He's
He
your
can
best,
be a
best
hero.
player.
Do you know how Jose speaks about number 9s who don't, what they do when they don't score goals? Brother, he's a midfielder. When he's not scoring goals, he's literally doing nothing other than hurting us. And
Looking at Foot Mob, yeah, he's got a 5.6 rating.
there you go.
Onana's got a 4.9, so.
But Onana's not been great either. He's been poor this season.
I think he's like, it's Man United. It's Man United.
And that's the biggest, most pressure job in the net. It's gonna be being Man United. But listen, when it comes to the discourse between Man United, sorry, FaZe, manager has question marks, but and the players have huge question marks. But this rhetoric that we have to just completely get rid of everyone in the squad it just doesn't make sense. That doesn't happen in football games. We don't do overhauls by selling everyone and then restarting again. This is Manchester. Like Man United can't do that. We can't do that because we're going to be so much worse if we got rid of play. Like I hear, and I said this on this pod before, the calls to get rid of the likes of Bruno Fernandes in our squad. Yes, he was poor today. Yes, he's got a yellow card and he's not playing at Anfield. We get rid of him, bro. We go, arguably, we get rid of him. We're worse. I don't understand. Do people want us to suffer more than? Do you disagree?
No, I'm with you in a sense. I wouldn't get rid of Bruno. I think you should still build around Bruno. It's just a lot of football fans don't understand this. It's not like them ones where if I get rid of a player, the losses on that player is still going to affect my club in the long run. Like you said, you can get rid of the Sanchez, you can get rid of Brands, Casemiro, but they're on 3-year contracts worth 200, 300 grand.
And which
you're just binning, you're binning that for cheap.
Yeah.
You're going to get hit by it.
Absolutely.
And in 2-3 years where FFP starts hitting you, now Man United fans are going to be annoyed and be like, why don't we go for it? We're an ambitious club. This is that, but you can't do that.
And have we known the Glazers to be people who take hits on people? No. They're gonna make sure they try and juice everything they can out of a player. You leave on a free contract, and we're gonna try and sign you on for another one.
It's their money.
Of course, it's their money. But I'm saying if it's negligence at the top level of a Premier League football club, it has to be called out. And I feel like it's a broken record because you've heard every single one of the United fans speak about the ownership.
That's why I want to stick on the pitch. Faisal, what's your evaluation of Man United now? Is it getting ridiculous? Because obviously, as a Madrid fan, United was always put in the same conversations as Madrid as one of the biggest clubs in history of football, and they are, of course, along with your club. So, if this was something like Madrid, this is going on at Madrid.
Oh, nah, it would never happen.
That's what I'm saying. But why would it never happen? And why is it happening with them?
For Madrid, we don't tolerate that. I think we would have just cut the losses early on. Them, man, they're still being patient. They were patient with Ole. They were patient with now Ten Hag. With us, with any, I think now, big team.
It's kind of like the Chelsea philosophy. Chelsea's closest to Madrid, I'd say, in terms of
cut your losses.
You know what I mean?
Cutthroat.
But it's Madrid, I want to say 12, 13 years ago.
Yeah.
That Galactico, and then you starting that era.
You did have that era where you weren't winning for a while. Obviously, for you guys, because the league is Barca Madrid anyways.
We're winning La Liga.
You guys are Champions League only.
Bro, Capello won the La Liga, and he had to go because he got knocked down around 16 of Champions League.
Going back to
the thing, it's the same thing that happened to Di Matteo with Chelsea. He won the Champions League the next season.
Ancelotti with Chelsea as well.
Ancelotti, they won the Champions League.
And then
the second, was it?
Yeah, he won a double in his first season. Second season, got second in the league, got sacked.
Got sacked.
That's what I'm saying. Chelsea are the closest.
That's why with you guys, I don't see you guys nowhere near the top. And I said it last time where we had this argument whether Ten Hag should be going or not. I was one of the people that said he has to go. But you said, oh, well, it's an Arsenal situation. Give him time. Maybe that's not enough time.
Getting rid of the manager doesn't improve anything.
We've seen it. Hold on. We've seen it. I want to add 2 points. You said earlier it's more about United being bad than Bournemouth being good. Absolutely. I completely disagree with that. You need to understand what Bournemouth did was they found your weaknesses, bro. They found your weakness and they counted on it.
Were they hidden weaknesses?
Let's analyze the goals. Let's analyze the goal.
Let's talk about the goal.
The first goal. How did they score? Whose mistake was it?
I didn't see it.
Whose mistake was it?
Bruno Fernandes.
Bruno Fernandes. Who was the pass aimed for? Scott McTominay. They knew, the Bournemouth players knew the high press worked to perfection. They
Trigger. You got players in the club that are
bollocks. How is that
That's what
on
he's trying to say.
Bournemouth when it was our poor pass? It's a horrible,
stay alert.
absolutely. But it's a horrible pass. We don't react quick enough to it. Horrible defending, and they did well to take advantage of it.
So you're telling me high press is not a tactical thing?
No, I'm not saying it isn't.
No, you're right.
I'm saying, but everyone in the league knows the high press Man United because we can't build up.
No, but
it's not new information.
You're both right. You're both right because the mistake. You're right in terms of the mistake occurred from Bruno Fernandes. You're telling what's there to do? Like he just played a stupid pass. It's a dumb mistake. Yeah. It's what happens after with Lewis Cook being able to run from the right hand side, get into his box,
react
to put
so slowly.
Do you know where I'm coming from?
So slowly.
And that's the mistake I think.
No,
Even the chance that happens, I think Sri Lanka's second chance, we hit the post. Similar situation. Luke Shaw tried it, got the press as well. Once again, 2-2. Scott McTominay went to the chance, and then Sri Lanka hit the post.
But I'm saying if they weren't so rubbish at football, that wouldn't be something that could be capitalised on. Do you see the point I'm saying?
But
that's why my perspective is Bournemouth take advantage of us, absolutely, and they deserve credit for taking advantage. But I'm looking at how this can be a Manchester United team. Like, there's no excuse for that being players that can wear this shirt. It's not possible. Like, they shouldn't be playing at this club.
That's players.
And that personnel is such a huge issue that we need to be highlighting. That most of these guys don't deserve to be wearing a shirt. But that also doesn't mean get rid of everyone in one window.
You can't.
You can't.
Yeah,
It's not how football works. It's literally not how football works.
But it's your manager's personnel. So I mean,
Who's my manager's personnel? Four of his players are four out of the 11.
It's a mixture of the last three.
It's the player.
Managers.
4 out of the 11
It's
are
the
his
player
players.
that he
4
brought
out of
back.
the
It's the
11.
player that he brought back out of nowhere. Scott McTominay tried to sell him, and now he's playing consistently 90 minutes. Where that's
Why? You ask yourself that question. Use your brain. Why is McTominay playing for Man United?
Because he's scoring goals.
Of course, but I'm
That's
saying
really
before
it.
that.
No, it's really just that.
No, absolutely, because he needs to keep his job.
Yeah.
And you need results and you need goals.
Yeah.
McTominay gets you goals. But if it was up to him and things weren't as shit as they are right now, McTominay wouldn't be playing.
Yeah.
Surely we know that. But the main weakness I have with Ten Hag right now is that it's quite clear that the football he wants to play, unlike other managers with other projects, which we shouldn't compare ourselves to because it's such different situations, they don't need as high technical players for their football to work. The threshold for what their players need to be for their football to work isn't as high as Ten Hag. I feel like Ten Hag requires high technical players for his football to work. If he doesn't have that, it doesn't work. So is that good? He showed adaptability last year, but for his football, the pinnacle of what he wants to do...
Maybe he's deluded.
I think he's deluded.
You're saying for his football, you're describing. So you're saying he's like Pep, but he hasn't got the same tools as him.
And also, he's not at the club. No, but he's not at the club that can give him that.
Well,
Pep went to the right place.
Well, it's fault because United.
You don't say no when Man. It's the biggest job of his career. It's the biggest job of his career.
I know, but he said no to Spurs, so he believed in
I
himself.
feel like Spurs said no to him. No,
Spurs said no to him.
Yeah,
Well,
Spurs
said
said
no to him, right?
Spurs said no to him. They interviewed him. They're like,
he
He doesn't have enough charisma. They said.
Is it?
Yeah, that's what they said.
And clearly it's worked out.
They knew.
It worked
something.
out for me.
But
Ten Hag is my manager. He was happy last season too.
Yeah, but you're happy with Ole. You're happy with everyone. Go on, Sal.
For me,
Because
regarding
I back my manager, bro.
Yeah, no, I've said Ole over Ten Hag, but going back to it, the one thing about Ten Hag that has always worked with him, whether it's at Ajax or whatever it is, he was always able to be dominant in midfield with the tandem that he had. And I feel like he's gone away from that because even the Chelsea game, for example, the reason Man United realistically won that game was because you guys absolutely dominated them in midfield, which gave you... Do you know how I remember? Sofian had a good... McTominay had a decent game. I forgot who else. Bruno had a decent game. But just them three together absolutely obliterate Chelsea midfield, which gave them the chance because realistically, we know Man United, defensively, you're not that great. Going forward, you're not that great. But against Chelsea midfield-wise,
I can counter that by saying the same thing he said earlier. It's more about United being dead than Bournemouth being good. I can say the same about the Chelsea. Chelsea were rubbish. Rubbish. It was more about Chelsea being dead than United. But this game, I still think you need to...
More credit on Bournemouth than how bad Chelsea were, for example. Yeah, for sure.
I think you do. And just going back to the midfield, you just said he just said about his Ajax midfield where he needs high technical players. I still don't understand the signing of Mason Mount. Mason Mount was never considered that press resistant, that person who ticks the ball like Frankie de Jong, like the midfielders he had at Ajax. Why would you the whole summer? That's why it goes back to the next, because the talent ID. Yeah. Yes, I hear what you're saying, bro. The talent ID is mostly his, bro. Yeah. It's mostly his. It's mostly his
50-50. It's 50-50.
And now Kobe Mino can't get a minute anymore. So what's going on?
I didn't understand that.
Just to address the Mason Mount point first, he had 2 teams at Ajax. The first team, I completely agree with you. Frankie de Jong, Lasse Schöne, Donny van der Beek. Exactly. Yeah. His second team at Ajax has Gravenberch, Steven Berghuis sometimes will play, Edson Alvarez, Mohamed Kudus.
Yeah. And the same team that got kicked by Getafe in Europa League.
No problem. But I'm saying they had 2 different types of midfield. Mason Mount would fit more into his second kind of midfield, where it's people who can pick the ball in the pockets, high energy in the press. Was it our solution to our midfield problems? Was Mason our solution to our midfield problems? No. But it was quite clearly, and Ten Hag said this in a press conference recently, a really good opportunity of a young player who he highly rates, and he would want at his club to be someone who's fighting for him. Again, I look at recruitment, and I'm sorry, I know we've said it a million times. How can he succeed if Man United are not a run football club? They're not a well-run football club. Like, how can anyone... This is why I'm so tired of hearing managers should be out. Genuinely, do you think this is going to change? Who do we bring in?
It could change.
With a manager?
Like, it could.
How?
It's not impossible to change.
No, but it's impossible. We're being held back because we're not a well-run club. No matter what manager comes in, Pep, like we said this last time, I think a couple of weeks when I was on, Pep would struggle at Man United. Bro, of course he would. Because he hasn't got the ability to have the best. But he wouldn't. Of course, he wouldn't be this bad. Of course, he wouldn't. Because he's a better manager. He's a better manager.
Exactly. So a better manager could change.
Tell me a better manager on the market.
I'm not saying there is. I'm
saying, what's the solution? The United fans that say Ten Hag out, give me a valid solution that I can get behind. It doesn't make any sense.
What's Ten Hag giving you to reassure you that he's doing the right job, though?
Last season, he showed me adaptability.
I can give you so many factors, and you tell me whether you're reassured. Signing what? Are you reassured by the signings that he's done? Are you optimistic?
It's higgity. But I'm saying, when you say signings, you can't just say Ten Hag. That's ignorance.
I'm going to give you...
It's ignorance to just put down Ten Hag.
The press conferences, does he give you confidence in the press conference?
Who gives a shit about press conferences? That doesn't tell me.
It does.
Well, if my manager had no charisma and I'm winning every game, I don't give a shit about what he's saying in the press. I don't care about what he's saying in the press.
But guess what?
He does say in the...
He's got neither, though. He hasn't got charisma and
but that's one thing that Ole used to get killed over. His press.
Yeah, because he did well in the press, but to be fair, because he was smiling in the press.
And a lot of people
you can't win.
The results is not on your side. You don't have an identity. The signings are washed. He's got no charisma. He's got no personality about him. He's bold. What gives you confidence, Ak? Wallahi, what gives you confidence?
Let me tell you what.
He's got hair on the side. He's got a little hair on the side.
I'm giving you, but if I told you everything, hold on. For Arsenal, let me flip it to Arsenal. If you keep losing, the results on your side, the signings that he's making, 100 million Anthony, makes him out for 70 million. The signings are not working out. You don't see good football. You're not getting the results. In the press conference, at least you get to see him once a week. But he doesn't strike you with anything. Are you confident in your manager?
Nope.
Well, do you even watch Ten Hag press conferences for you to be talking?
And I feel like out of all the United guys we have here, the way like in terms of how you back your managers, I feel like you're the closest to me. How I think I back managers as well. I wasn't Arteta right everything, right?
Yeah.
But I think with how everything Faisal said, that's all the case. Whether it's sometimes it might not have to be the manager's fault, but he might have to go. I'm not saying he has to go, but sometimes just for the greater good. Even if you're saying it's not, I agree, it's not fully Ten Hag's fault. The players aren't playing for him. Mm-hmm. You know, they're not.
I think they might be playing for him, but they don't have the minerals anyway.
Exactly, they can't.
They don't have. That's
maybe they don't have the capacity to.
They don't have the capacity.
On top of that, there's too much internal problems and external problems that keep coming out of the press every week, which also isn't his fault, but it's part of the club. It's what's happening in the club.
I respect all of those decisions that he makes.
And on top of that, upstairs is a mess as well.
Yeah.
So
he has a lot going on around him.
Some of them aren't anything to do with him.
Yeah.
Sometimes on the pitch tactically, that's where it's got to do with him and who he puts out and everything.
Do you think it's that?
But sometimes I just think if it's just cutting your losses, and it might have to be cutting your losses with him and then finding, and you're saying name a better manager on the market. It doesn't always have to be a better manager. It's a better suited manager to your club. Is Arteta better than Unai Emery? A lot of people say no. But is Arteta better for Arsenal than Emery? Yes, I'd say yes.
For sure.
It's not always about who's the better manager. It's about who's better suited for your club.
Emery comes into Arsenal at a time when Arsenal, they're dealing, you guys wanted, after Wenger, there's a lot of turmoil going on. The Cronkies are not as in touch with the club. Arteta comes in and those changes happen to make you guys a so much more fluid, modern day football club that's run well. While Ten Hag doesn't have that.
Is Arteta your first team coach or your manager, by the way? Two different things. Ten Hag. Is he your first team coach or is he your manager?
He's the manager. He's the manager.
There's a difference.
Yeah, because Van der Hag is his first team coach, but he's still there with the training of the first team. But my issue is while we, like you mentioned all of these things, the club is in 4 phases. It's the ownership, the board, the manager, and the players. Getting rid of who I believe is a good manager would and making then
Man United, you don't need a good manager. You need a great.
Oh, this is another issue. This whole where Man United.
You had Mourinho.
No, absolutely, and they hadn't worked
great
either.
managers.
Exactly, so they haven't worked either. So maybe we need to move away from getting big names. I need someone who's going to be here for the long term and is going to be improving us for that long term.
And do you think Ten Hag is the long term manager for United?
Am I a broken record?
But he wants to see it.
Of course, and I want to give him the opportunity to do that. That's what I think he deserves.
I can't for the life of me see Eric Ten Hag winning a Premier League or Champions League with Man United.
No problem.
And I don't see Ten Hag.
You're Man United.
No, but I'm saying, first of all, this whole issue of us being Man United, the pressure that comes with that.
It's true though.
No, of course, I didn't say it's a lie.
It was fine when you're winning.
I'm not saying it's a lie.
We're Man United. We're the greatest club in the world.
Absolutely. Until you're not, because you're not always at the top. And sometimes standards need to be adjusted to what has been happening. Are we the best run football club in the world? So we're Man United anymore, is it? It's bullshit that's happening at the board level. And it's the reality. Sometimes some United fans need a reality check. We are shit, guys. We are. Someone needs to tell us that, bro.
Can I ask you a question?
Trust me, we know.
You don't need to tell us.
Do you guys think this is a question?
You can ask a question about it.
Yeah, I know. I always
Stop asking for permission.
I know.
You're the co-host.
I know. I always start with that. Do you feel like Eric Ten Hag got away with it from last year because Liverpool and that were crap? Absolutely. And now that everyone's picked up their standards again, this is the Eric Ten Hag that we visibly saw from last year that's continued into this year.
Absolutely.
Where now, it's like, you know how like last year it was literally Man United and Newcastle fighting for 3rd and 4th.
Yeah.
Then
Liverpool,
the first 2 already done.
Yeah.
Liverpool
late run.
Spurs
struggling with Conte, but
Villa was on that late run, but they were never going to get close.
He got them 2 cup finals as well. Not just in the league. Got them 2 cup
But
finals.
But I'm saying regarding the Champions League, because I'm happy that Eric Ten Hag got the cup, whatever, got to 2 cups. But let's be real, and no Man United fans ever spoke about winning the Carabao as Eric Ten Hag's defense. No one said that.
And they haven't won. It was a good season. That's all it was. It was a good season. It was a good season.
But
having your first season as a good season at United isn't happen all the time.
It's difficult because 5 years you didn't win nothing.
Yeah.
But because of the other teams not being up to standard, and now they've like Liverpool's and that have picked it back up, and Spurs, do you think now everyone's like, you know what, Eric Ten Hag might not be the person that I thought it was, but because last season there were so many shit teams in the Premier League or teams on the par.
Yeah,
do you think now it's like, okay, cool, you know what?
Of course, it's a fair argument. On top of that, it's like of course.
But for me, I don't want to focus on other teams. I want to focus on what Man United have done so far. But go on, Fizz.
Can I go back to the point that you said earlier about his management with his players?
Yeah.
Rafael Varane, in his career as a player, have we ever seen him as a player that makes issues?
I mean, you know him very well.
Never. France, never. Lens, never. Why is it out of nowhere this season he becomes a cancer, becomes a liability? You tell me.
He's always been a liability on the football pitch. What are you talking about?
Liability, yes.
Liability, yes. Within the dressing room.
No, but he obviously
health. Yes.
But listen, he's not available. Never available regularly. Cannot be relied upon. Whether that was an issue over there, I couldn't give a toss. I don't care if that was a problem with Madrid. It's a problem with Man United. Never available. Cannot pass the ball to save his life. Has 2 inverted knees that he struggles to run with.
Yes or no?
Well, I don't care. I'm talking about things that is he a footballer?
Is he your best defender?
Is he a footballer?
Is he your best defender?
Can he play the sport?
Is he your answer my question? Is he your best defender?
It's not relevant. Let me tell you why that's not relevant.
He was at Old Trafford in that suit. At the Leeds game.
It's great.
The Leeds game, and he walked out.
High fives Rio Ferdinand.
You were buzzing.
I'm sure, brilliant. Because
you were buzzing.
I don't know the reality, but I'm talking about what he's done at Man United.
He's never seen his legs. He didn't know he could pass or not. Now look at him.
Ten Hag has fallen out with Ronaldo.
Facts.
Fallen out with Sancho.
Yes.
Fallen out with Varane.
Yes.
Apparently
Casemiro maybe
on the pitch, but he's still playing.
Yeah, that's not a problem. Martial, he still likes. He still likes.
Marcus Rashford as well.
All right, bullshit. But so Ronaldo.
I was going to say, by the way, you're class, man. You're my favorite United fan.
Yeah, 100%.
It's because you're putting people like this next to me that are rattling me, bro. But Ronaldo was saying things in the media that are unacceptable.
When I said that, Elias is at home right now. I was like, what are we doing here, man? What's it me for?
Have you not seen my body of work?
And Levi just zoned out.
No, he's sleeping.
Talking about Darwin Núñez. He's talking about Darwin Núñez.
He's sleeping. Or in the gym.
I'm sure he's in the gym. But Ronaldo said things in the media unacceptable. You say those things, you can't stay at the club.
Yes.
Doesn't work off the ball the way that he wants his strikers to work off the ball.
Remember Ronaldo said as well, I don't mind being the sacrificial lamb in terms of getting killed. I'll get killed for Man United. I'll leave
but he got killed to what avail? He called out the Glazers. Thank you so much, brother. Has it changed? It hasn't. Every week we heard Ratcliffe is coming in. No, it's next week. No, it's next week. Yeah, now it's bound to January. Brother, it's a clown of a football club. It's a circus. He moved like your pops. He never came back. Yeah, that's crazy.
Well, next week is coming.
If you're watching,
Sancho, if you're watching, it's crazy. He's there somewhere.
You miss your chance.
God.
Sancho disrespected authority. As soon as you do that, out you go.
He died up.
Disrespected authority.
Of course he did. Crazy. Of course he did. He was saying stuff like, "Wow, this guy's got favourites, but not training hard. This guy, I want to play only on the left-hand side."
It wasn't Matic. Didn't Matic expose?
Matic said he probably comes late every single training session, and you want to have a chat
And
with the
your
manager.
boy as well.
I'm this brother as well.
Liverpool.
Listen, the worst part is I like Sancho as a player. I really like the player. If you disrespect authority, brother, salama. See you later, brother. You can't be in this club anymore. Yeah. Varane came out and said, "Why you start Johnny Evans over me?"
Well, that's true.
Fair question. Even I will give him that. 25-year-old Johnny Evans, fair enough.
3 months.
When you come out and do that,
World Cup winner.
it's crazy.
Four-time Champions League.
Yeah, isn't Johnny Evans got a Champions League though? You got it?
Four-time Champions League.
He's
but
not
he's got
four-time.
four.
He's not four-time. Fair enough. But when you come out and you question the manager, bro, don't be surprised if your World Cup winning self is on the bench. Sorry, brother. With your knees that you have as well, you can't pass the ball much anyway, and you're not really a help. Bro, you're talking about being a best defender. Yeah, he is. The bar is in Jahannam, Habibi. It's in Jahannam. What's the point of him being there? It doesn't make sense. He's the best defender. But shit,
You got Luke Shaw centre back, man.
Luke Shaw's play centre back.
There needs to be a conversation with Luke Shaw as well, man.
Luke Shaw needs to be. We need to have mercy on him. He did well at centre back last time, but put him left back. Why you put him centre back?
We'll save the Luke Shaw discussions for another day because we need to move on to Bournemouth, of course, because they're the deserved winners. But speaking of how bad United are and transitioning over to Bournemouth now. You know, United have now lost more. That's what I said, theatre of dreams. Because I say it in jest now. Because that name before was deserved.
Strikes fear.
It was deserved. Theatre of dreams, Fergie time, all that stuff. I feel that tag's got to go now.
Oh, no, it's done.
It's not.
Because that's what it is, well,
in Alex Ferguson's 21 seasons in charge of Manchester United, he lost 34 games at home.
Wait, 21 years of management.
34 Premier League games at home.
That is crazy.
Wait. It's just let him repeat this. Just again.
In Alex Ferguson's 21 seasons managing, obviously United in the Premier League, they've lost. In general, they lost 34 home games.
And Eric Ten Hag in a year and a half, how many has he lost?
I don't know, but I could tell you how much they've lost since Ferguson left.
How many?
35. They have now lost more games. They've now lost more games at home.
Well, I can tell you,
they've now lost more games at home.
Was one of the losses for Sir Alex Ferguson where Sylvan Wiltord scored?
It would have been,
At Old Trafford?
It would have been.
He had to make it.
Yeah, fair enough.
Was that the Ronaldo hat-trick? Was that part of it as well? The Champions League?
Yeah. Premier League though. Premier League.
You tried.
Premier League games.
That's a damning
Was the Man City 6-1? Is that Old Trafford as well?
Yes. Old Trafford, David Silva's.
Okay.
Why always me?
And now, one of them now, is it Bournemouth 3-0 the other day? Let's talk about Bournemouth, yeah? Okay.
Wait. A City out of the season.
All right. That's more than enough now. I know you're all thinking as well. Chill out. Stop thinking about that.
Who else beat this season?
Galatasaray?
Liverpool that season.
We beat them 2-0 at Old Trafford. Stupid.
2 seasons ago.
You killed it.
Newcastle FA Cup 3-0. You lost 3. You lost this year. You have actually, to be fair. This season at home, all comps, you lost 3 home games, 3-0. City, Newcastle, and now Bournemouth. Crystal Palace this season at home, 1-0. Brighton at home, 3-1.
He's dunking on you, man.
There's one thing you can never do in your life, dunk, by the way.
Guess what? I'm doing it right now.
All right. Let's talk about Bournemouth because they were the deserved winners.
Can I get special shout out to Lewis Cook, man?
Yes, for sure. What a player, man.
He had an unreal game, bro. He had an unreal game. Like dominant. He bossed that midfield, bro. He brought back the Lewis Cook that was highly touted years ago.
2021. He's only 26 now.
It's a good age.
I remember when he was 20. Like it was like being tired Howley when they're first coming up and stuff. But yeah, honestly, 3-0 win. It's the first ever away Premier League win against Man United. Records always seem to be getting broken. But yeah, we spoke a little bit about Dom Solanke and how good he's been this season. Tavernier got 2 assists in that game, actually.
Incredible.
He did, yeah.
The cross has been good.
Luke Shaw got dunked on by
I
Philip
know.
Billing.
Was it you? Yeah. Philip Billing. That is
Norwegian
the McTominay
excellent.
of their team. Look, he can actually play a bit of football.
But you know the maddest
footballer, that guy.
you know the maddest thing is,
What?
I remember Philip Billing was one of the top goal scorers, and he was one of the first names on the team sheet. But since Antonio took charge,
start, yeah.
he doesn't start no more.
He doesn't.
So he's took away.
Yeah, you're right.
He took away arguably one of his best players to play his style of football.
But he was out from injury as well.
That's true.
That
But
didn't
I
help.
feel like even with because Philip Billing's quality.
Phil
But
Bill will
now-
play for him though. He'll play for him.
No, he
might
will
come back
play
into
for
the
him.
team,
He will.
But the fact that, like you said,
It's that Cook and Christie.
Yeah.
Should be
That
liked.
midfield.
like
And now his 3-man midfield behind Solanke, they all technical players.
Yeah.
Clive as a 10, Semenyo.
Semenyo.
This season, whether that's left wing, right
they
wing,
dropped Otara because of that, and
Otara,
Otara was starting week in,
and
week
the
out.
signing
off the bench
and the
is
signing of Sinisterra from
Sinisterra,
Leeds
yeah.
this summer, crucial signing.
Even Kirkes has been unreal.
Karkas has been, bro, Sensi, the Argentinian brother.
Yeah.
Bro,
The
they've
Ukrainian defender as well. I forgot his name.
they've
The
got,
young kid.
They've got a very good
Because of the
team.
D.
Zabarni.
No, not DZ.
Yeah,
What am I talking about?
Zabarni. Yeah.
They've, yeah.
Zabarni.
Yeah,
They-
Azad Allah, my legend, man.
They've got a very good team, and I'm happy they've given him a chance. He was unfairly criticised earlier this season.
Earlier, no, struggling,
they lost this, bro. You have to bear in
Who's
mind-
criticizing him, bro?
Huh?
Who's criticizing him?
I don't know where he's from.
Yeah.
Is he American?
I'm not sure.
Egyptian?
No.
Moroccan?
He's gonna hate that one.
No, he's on.
Hey, Tunisian. North African. I don't know where he's from, but he said what? He called him Anthony Hype.
That's what he said. He said
"Please-"
Anthony Hype.
He said,
That's what he
please
said.
win a game. Well, guess what?
But
He's won
guess what? They've won 5 out of their last 7 games.
They were unlucky against Villa as
16
well.
out of 18 points.
16.
And
They
Villa,
were,
they're
they
winning.
were,
And
they
Villa
were.
came
yeah.
back. Villa
Watkins
came back.
late on.
And you know the one thing I give him the massive credit for was back against the wall. Wolves were doing well. Obviously, there was a lot of comparison between him and Gary Neal's job at Bournemouth, and he didn't stoop to the level that. Obviously, Eric Ten Hag and him have got complete different expectations. One's
Yeah,
up
come on,
there,
it's
the other
Man
one's
United
up
and
there.
Bournemouth.
But him being able to say, you know what, I've got so much pressure on me. I'm still playing the same football in the same way I want. I'm still implementing my style and seeing it works because I knew it worked in La Liga. I have the personnel at Bournemouth, and I'm just so happy that.
And now the players are now getting used to it because Semenyo came out 2 weeks ago in a post-match interview and said, we're now believing in the tactics of the manager. Because the first couple of weeks we had time to adapt. That's why it never worked out. Because, bro, he came with no backroom staff. So he had to tell not only his players to system, his managers and the back coaches what he wants to play. And now it's all falling into pieces. Look at how Bournemouth are playing, bro. The game, like I said against United, I know you guys.
Yeah.
I know you guys were bad,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
bro, give credit to what they did because the high press, the pressure, constant pressure in the final third, it worked to perfection. But not only that, sometimes you can press and it's fine, but it's what you do afterwards. Is what you said earlier, bro. They stringing passes together. The second goal, the moment they intercepted the ball, 1, 2, 3 ball on the left hand side, they saw the weakness inside the box, spilling against Shaw. Barbecue chicken and goal. The third corner, horror defending by you, man. The third goal and the goal the goal which Sinisterra, it was offside, bro. They are playing perfect football. That's the reason why I think you did it. I did it as well. We predicted Bournemouth to finish.
I did as well.
I had them as my
Sleeper.
shock
Yeah.
team. Yeah.
Bro, we saw the vision,
Pre-season
and with
predictions,
Anthony, we can see the vision, we can see what he's doing, and now and slowly, don't be surprised. I'll be honestly, they will finish, in my opinion, within the top 10. Don't be surprised if a big team go after him, because bro, he is. I you know what? He's better than Ten Hag.
Well, that's where you just went stupid. But I just want to say, I don't want to sound like a salty United fan. I do actually want to give them credit because even before this game, I've liked Anthony Bull, and I remember he was speaking a couple of weeks ago about how he wants to play and how tough it was for him to adapt to the Premier League. He's done brilliantly well so far. So Bournemouth fans, don't kill me. I'm being just salty.
And the one thing I love about his style of play as well is you can tell they focus on doubling the fullbacks, Man United fullbacks. So they'll always have the ball. There'll be 2 attacking off the left-hand side. There'll be an overlap or whatever. And there'll be always someone leaking at the back post. I don't know whether that's due to his tactics, but also the fitness of their players.
Yeah.
Because whenever they attack in 3s and 4s and 5s,
Anthony's
bro.
right wing back, bro. They're making him go all the way.
Yeah, I'm coming from. So for me, just the preparation and the tactics, being able to know, okay, cool, yeah, I know what's gonna happen from this pattern of play, and also big shout out to Dom Solanke, man.
Oh,
The way he's
really
been playing,
good,
like,
man. Really good.
like
Big shout.
I feel like he's an unsung hero in terms of a dying breed of strikers in the Premier League. Because there's not, besides Erling Haaland and who else? Look, I'm already struggling.
Haaland, what, in the Premier League?
Yeah, in the Premier
Strikers right now.
There's only Ollie Watkins that's fairly, he's good,
Ivan Toney.
but he's not played.
He's not playing.
Wilson.
He's not playing.
Like, it used to be Kane and thing, but they're coming
Wilson,
from,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
so with him now stepping up, because Sharky's watched him play on under 21s and all that stuff. Who? Dom Solanke.
yeah,
so
Chelsea,
you know
phenomenal.
he's always had the potential.
seen him
Going
live
to
many
Liverpool,
times, yeah.
everyone thought, yeah, he needed to leave Chelsea. Didn't work out at Liverpool. Had a good championship stint at Bournemouth, and I'm happy it's translated now in the Premier League because he's that modern day striker that you need, that can play with the back against the goal. He's got good link up play. He knows how to find the back of the net. Like he's a very intelligent footballer. I'm just happy that he's flourishing.
Can I add one more point before we go to the correspondent?
Cool. Yep.
What I love about managers, my biggest favorite thing is if they do their homework, the scouting report. My man, he knew your biggest weakness in that midfield is number 39. It's got McTominay. We saw the last 6-7 games, how many passes has been stringing together? What, 30, 40 passes together, complete passes. He knew that was his weakness. The first 2 goals came what?
Yeah, but that doesn't require much research. Like I said earlier.
I know, but not every manager can implement the idea of the moment he get the ball, 2 man on him. Because Chelsea, okay, why didn't Chelsea do it? Because everyone knew that was Chelsea's.
Chelsea are shitter than us, man.
Yeah, so are Bournemouth, no? I'm meant to be.
But you're coming there, a small team coming away at Old Trafford. They know what they're going to do. They're going to be smart, like he says.
Well, a small team going away at Old Trafford should sit back behind the ball.
But I'm saying they're going to be smart in terms of their game plan. They're going to be targeting areas that are weaknesses because that's what they're bank on.
Okay, but then why did Chelsea beat you guys? Why did you beat Chelsea? Why did you beat Everton? The games before that, what was it? Brentford. No other team implemented that strategy of, you know what, pressure him at all costs.
Bro, but that makes no logical rationale, bro. McTominay has been scoring goals for us and has been in the final third. In these 2 moments in the game where he's come further deep to try and make it a double 6, he's been instructed to do that. He's looked good at times, he's looked poor at times. That's more about Man United.
Let's hear from Dan, the Bournemouth fan. Let's see what he's got to say. He says, what a performance. We went to United's backyard and pressed them from minute 0 to 90. Even after we went 2-0 up in the 68th minute, we continued to attack, making an attacking substitution in Sinistera. I'm not one to bring him up often, but a certain former manager of ours would have done the complete opposite. And to think all the pundits thought it was stupid to replace him with Areola.
Hey! Yeah, I said it! Gary O'Neill hype, bro. They told me that they made a mistake. He knew, what's his name? Dan, wallahi, I love you, Dan. Big up Dan from where? From Bournemouth as well.
Yeah, Bournemouth fan. I thought it's from Bournemouth fan.
Bournemouth fan.
Continuing, it says outstanding performances from Senesi, Zabrani, the guy you were saying, Solanke, Tavernier, and Cook and Christie. The team really has clicked with 16 points gained from last 21 available.
Amazing.
Europe, here we come.
Woo!
They have European aims now. Also, first impressions of Justin Kluivert was that he's not cut out for the Premier League. However, his newly found position playing behind the striker is superb. Yes. So good, it's keeping Philip Billing out starting 11, who keeps coming on and making an instant impact. Luton, Fulham and Forest next up. Best time to be a Bournemouth fan since the Eddie days. Hey, the next 3 games, Luton, Fulham, Forest, all winnable. Obviously, Fulham really well. We'll talk about Fulham in a second. But
Luton as well.
All.
They are tied points.
And Luton
with,
obviously are tough to beat.
They're tied points with
Fulham at home are scary, and Luton at home are scary.
I didn't know fixtures.
Luton and Fulham are both coming to Bournemouth.
They're tied points with, I think, with Chelsea, Wolves, and one more team. I think that's 4 teams that tied with points with like 15 or so.
Yeah. Speaking of your love for Dan, which you just said, I love you, Dan. In the last episode, actually, Dan put in his correspondence and tell Faisal to get in touch. I'll sort him a ticket down here at Dean Court. You might as well go to a Bournemouth game.
Hey, Dan!
Get in touch with
Dean
Dan.
Court.
It was Vitality Stadium.
Yeah, but I think that's their actual name.
Yo,
like Dean Court.
Yeah.
It's like
Dan, I'm coming.
Arsenal is Ashburton Grove.
Yeah, but there you go.
Well,
I think it was West Ham's old one was different as well.
He sold me a ticket.
In the last episode, he says he ended his correspondence with and tell Faisal get in touch. I'll sort him a ticket. You might also make a vlog and go there.
Hey, Dan, I reach out, DM me, bro. I'm coming. Vlog thing. Bro, I'm coming. Andy Boo. Live in the flesh.
You need a Premier League team.
Bournemouth's my team.
Are you committed?
Well, there you go.
Committed.
Done.
Commit, let's go.
Get a shirt as well. Get a shirt.
Dan, I'm coming.
Get a shirt. That's your team.
Dan, I'm coming.
So we need your correspondence every week, Bournemouth then.
Let's
yeah?
go.
You have to watch all the games though. That's your team.
We're comfortable.
That's your team. All right, moving on now to the next game, and we're off to Villa Park. Just the earliest we've spoken about Arsenal in a while. You know, usually we bring them down, innit?
Yeah.
Now, not in a good way, not for a good reason.
Yeah,
so in the same day, obviously United got thrashed against Bournemouth. Everything was great. You know, all the Arsenal fans were laughing, including myself. And then we had a game at 5:30 that evening.
Yeah, you did.
One of the toughest place to go in the Premier League.
Yes.
15 straight wins at home.
Fortress.
Not like, they're undefeated. You know, you could pick up a draw. No,
Wins.
straight W's.
W's.
You know, and on top of that, the last time they lost at home was against us towards the end of last season, which we were lucky to get a win anyways. We got it late on. So that's the toughest place to go in the Premier League right now, Villa Park. You went there, and for me, it was just like, I said to myself, we're not going to score more than one goal. I knew it. I said it's 3 results. We're going to lose 1-0. We're going to draw 1-1. Or we might snatch a 2-1 win. But I didn't think we're going to score many goals. It's Villa Park and stuff. And obviously one of them was correct. It was a 1-0 win at Aston Villa. Villa played Bournemouth last weekend. Got a good fight comeback. Drew that game. And they played City and Arsenal. Villa Park saw City and Arsenal come to them.
Back to back.
Back to back in the space of 3 or 4 days.
Yeah.
2 clean sheets, 2 wins.
And both 1-0.
So first, before we talk about Arsenal, round of applause for
Unai Emery and Aston Villa. Begrudging.
Yeah.
Well, I have it real, yeah.
Sometimes you just got to respect some things, you know. Sometimes but obviously now we're going to talk about everything. But talk about Aston Villa first, man. Like, let's not talk about Aston Villa.
I'll be real, yeah. I'm going to be completely honest. I do love Aston Villa, what they're doing and Unai Emery. But for me, I'm giving them no flowers.
Yeah, no, I'm not happy with
I'm giving them no flowers.
You weren't impressed by them, innit? You weren't impressed.
Bro, I'll be real, yeah. Let me start this.
Yeah,
go. This is actually jarring me up.
Come on.
I think Mikel Arteta coached a 4-1 game.
And the worst thing is,
and I'm going to be real.
And let me add to that. I also think if Arteta was allowed on the touchline, I think we would have won.
Because
that's different.
For me, yeah, the reason I say Arteta coached a 4-1 game, because besides the first part of play where Unai Emery and they scored, they didn't do nothing for the next 75. Yeah. They had a half chance with Ollie Watkins, I remember, where it might have been offside, and that was literally it. They played such a high line where it took Arsenal about 25, 30 minutes to go, you know what? All we got to do is clip it in behind Ezri Konsa, make Kai Havertz, who I think had his best game. Yeah. It was his best game in an Arsenal shirt.
He was good.
I think he was en route that day.
Then why did an Arsenal fan on Twitter say, Ilya say that
because he's someone said he's 5'3". Someone said he's 5'3". You gotta leave it as that. Because
Elias has an agenda.
Because sometimes when
someone said he's 5'3".
Sometimes when you watch a game, yeah, I feel like a lot of people watch it with different lenses.
Yeah.
To
that's
how you view the game. But more time, I see it with real Arsenal fans. Some people see it wrong. But I personally believe, credit to Villa winning that game 1-0. But Martinelli, decision-making was absolutely terrible. Questions are going to start being had about him.
I've already started those questions.
Where is his output? Is that under Arteta? Because I've read somewhere where he has less shot attempts than... Scott McTominay, Martin Odegaard, certain other players, and certain other wingers and midfielders have more shots on at goal than Martinelli, and he's arguably one of our best strikers of the ball.
Yeah, when he's through on goal,
do you know where I'm coming from?
More times than he's scoring. 1-on-1s, he's scoring. He's like that kind of like side place en route type.
Do you know where I'm coming from?
Really well, but he doesn't take many shots.
But he was wasteful. Decision making, when he gets in behind, he just didn't know what he was doing. He would take too many touches. And I thought, you know what? It's a perfect game for him. Because it reminded me, the way Aston Villa set up yesterday, it reminded me of Brighton last season. Where they tried to play the football, but they were playing such a high line where we cooked, not cooked them.
And then Nelly scored that game at Martinelli.
Yeah, they're coming from. Yeah. So I felt it was more of that, like, when I saw them play a high line for 70 minutes, I said, you can't contain 70 minutes. Like, even Unai Emery, he doesn't really keep clean sheets too tough. If that makes sense. Whenever you watch him play, he doesn't have much clean sheets. Before. But watching that, and I'm looking at it going, I'm like, yeah, there's a goal coming. But then what is it? We're wasteful.
I agree with you.
We're wasteful.
I agree.
In front of goal, we're wasteful.
Yep.
Martin Odegaard had a bunny.
Yep, he had a couple.
He missed it. There was times where Jesus, his touches let him down. There was 2 times where they played it to him. He was through in behind. I think Odegaard flicked it through him behind. He's just slow. He's an unreal midfielder.
So why
he's an unreal midfielder.
LCM Jesus?
Yeah, bro. Honestly, he's an unreal midfielder. He has everything, bar knowing where to be when you need to score. Yeah, which is annoying. Saka, he's been off it. That guy, his head, bear in mind, I don't know what it is. It's like, I don't know if it's tiredness. I don't know if it's an injury from previous games, but he's just.
That seems to be the line that we get all the time.
Do you know where I'm coming from? Yeah. But I'm going to be real. I didn't see it as that. I thought he was just shit. Yeah. I'm going to be real. He's had moments where, like, he could have done something. He's always trying to cut in. Like, when I'm watching Emi Martinez a goal, he's reading where he's trying to shoot the ball. Whenever he kept cutting in. Do you know where I'm coming from? But just him, it's sometimes I look at Saka, I'm like, as a fullback, they're just reading him. As a centre back, they know who wants to cut in.
Well, he's been double marked, so
not against Villa. Villa were telling him what until the 65th minute. Until like the 65th minute when Digne picked up his booking and Jacob Ramsey came onto the pitch. That's when he doubled Saka on the right hand side, and then obviously
for about an hour he had just one.
It was 1-on-1. Them two, it was 1-on-1, and obviously when I saw us score that disallowed goal from Saka,
we'll talk about that as well.
Declan Rice took a bit of time to play in the ball.
The offside goal.
I was like, yeah, it's coming. Because this high line, you can't contain it. They're not that. Ezra Konsa, fair play, he's playing right back. He was playing right back.
Yeah.
I knew he was going to get cooked.
Yeah.
It was bound to happen. They're coming from, especially the way they were playing such a high line. Havertz, the amount of times he picked up players, when he from the side,
his pressing was very good,
bro.
He's a very aggressive player. No one actually you don't credit that to Havertz. It's actually a very aggressive player.
It's not synonymous with Havertz.
But I mean, I like that. I like the passion from you, and of course, I mean,
I feel sorry for Arteta,
when we're competing for the league, which we are, losses hurt. A couple seasons ago, we lose.
Losses like that, especially.
It's been a while since we had that.
Yes, I'm saying, and look, the results is funny because they beat Man City 1-0 and they beat us 1-0. Yeah, beat both of us 1-0. 2 very different games. And our group stars, they dominated Man City.
Absolutely.
They dominated Man City. Yeah. You know?
For me, that's why they performed like that.
That's what I'm saying. No, but they dominate Man City. Yeah. We dominated Villa. The stats say the same, everything.
Absolutely.
Against Man City.
You watch a game of football.
Against Man City, you watch it, bro. Against Man City, they smashed Man City.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And they only won 1-0.
Cooked.
Against us, they got a smash and grab win against us. Yeah. We had 62% possession at their ground, right? XG 1.4 to us, 0.5 to them. You know, everything says we should have won. Big chances, we had a lot more big chances. They had no big chances. That one move for the goal early on the game. After they had,
by the way,
very good move.
Quality move.
And John McGinn as well has been phenomenal for that team as a talisman. And they've all been really good, but John McGinn as a talisman this season especially been very good.
Sure.
And he uses big arse. He one of them players. He uses his arse as well, right?
Smartly.
But he uses it very smart. He's one of them players.
Good size as well.
Yeah. For football, he's good. Yeah,
good size of football.
Why do you have to just go the extra?
It's good size of football.
What the hell was that about?
Yeah. Good size of football.
Eden Hazard was one of his favourite players.
It gives you protection and security.
But yeah, so very good early goal for them. Good early goal for them, and that's great. Yeah, good early goal for them. And then we actually we like I said, we coached a very good game. We played really well. But also, it ultimately comes down to our chances that we missed. And on top of that, we have to talk about that Havertz goal.
No, bring it even further before that.
What?
46th minute, like 46-25. Gabriel Jesus. Yes, Gabriel Jesus. Douglas on Gabriel Jesus.
Okay, Douglas, that's what I'm saying, bro. So imagine the frustration now, right? It's funny, Arsenal lost, of course. Great. Whatever anyone else does, I don't expect you to be angry for us. Yeah. But when I'm saying how much we dominated them, on top of that, we had a penalty decision that could have gone our way.
Didn't even get looked at.
Didn't even get looked at properly anyways, if anything. Obviously, the Havertz goal, which we'll talk about in a second.
And you forgot another thing.
What? I'm forgetting so much.
Because so much happens
What's his
in the
name?
game.
Diego Carlos should have been sent off for that elbow.
And Diego Carlos, yeah.
Should have been sent
Like,
for
come
that elbow.
That was debatable, man. Come on, man.
It wasn't.
This
It
reminds me a
is,
little bit.
He didn't
This
play for the
reminds me a
Bournemouth.
little bit of the Newcastle result, and now it looks like every time we lose, we're throwing our toys at the pram.
That- I was about to come say
you
that.
got also is it from because obviously for us it's like what the hell we're being treated unfairly, and from a non-Arsenal fan, and don't look as a United fan that doesn't like Arsenal. Look as a football fan.
Yeah.
Do you think we're throwing our toys at the pram, or do you think
You
we're
have-
being
you
treated
have a-
unjust? On top of that as well, please put into context that Arteta was in the stands because he celebrated 97th minute goal, winning goal. So
listen,
now add everything.
absolutely,
How
listen.
are we being treated? Be
No,
honest.
genuinely, you guys have a fair case in most of the ones. The Jesus one's crazy to me.
I thought that was a
The
pen.
Jesus
That's a
penalty is
pen.
clear
I
as
thought it was a
pen.
penny. I'll be
clear
real.
as day.
That's a
We
pen.
can reassure you of that.
But it comes down. Can I just add quickly to the Jesus one? It just comes down to the lack of experience from your players. No one really pressured because
Bro, you have to have. You're the top. You're in the Premier League. Referees just have to see that, bro. Even if you pressure
you
them,
know
or
what?
not, they have
You know,
to see
because
that.
face.
VR
I've
has to
seen
look
it.
at
I've seen
I
it.
hear you. They
I've seen
should
it first
go
time.
to the ref.
It's make him,
Yeah,
surround
they
him,
should,
surround
they
him.
should.
You man, I only saw 2 players surround him. Surround him, make him say, no, go check it. And then he feels on the pressure and like, oh shit. Oh, yo.
But it doesn't
And then he
matter.
chats
But
him. Wallah,
VR is supposed- VR is
bro, let's
supposed
be real.
to
It
eliminate
doesn't really matter in that sense because you've got brothers in your ear telling you this, that, regardless if it happened or not. But the only reason I feel like they're being a lot more harsh than us is because, as you guys said, the Newcastle game, the way Arteta just spat at Pogmore, spat at FA, talking about you guys are shit.
So you think it's-
basically said now.
So you think it's an agenda? It's an
Yeah,
agenda?
100%. Because there's for me, there's
We
no
all
reason.
have bad decision styles, bro.
No.
We all have bad
Bro,
decisions.
we have 2 losses this
No, but-
season.
No, I'm saying you guys. I'm
And
not
they're
saying that
both-
you guys don't have a
they're
bit
both
more
from
than normal.
decisions like
I'm
that.
not saying that that's not the case. I'm just saying that we hear this all the time from you guys, and it gets a bit tiring. And I'm not saying from you two. I'm just saying the Arsenal fan base. It gets a bit annoying when it's just like the Football Association have got a problem against us. It's
true,
The
man.
PGMOL have got a problem. Come on, guys. It's not like you guys aren't that special.
Okay,
It's
can I
not
ask
that
you-
bad.
okay, can I ask
You
you a
guys
question?
have been wronged 100%. We are here to reassure you of that. We agree with you. We stand with you, and when you're wrong. But
okay.
God damn it, we're all wrong, boys.
Where do we stand on? Okay, so
But that's
we
what
all-
VAR is about.
We all
You
think
can't be wrong. You
No,
can't
but
be wrong.
how many
with VAR.
times have they been wrong?
You
It's
can't
been
be wrong.
Not just against us.
No, obviously the Luis Diaz.
Liverpool got done no dirty.
Crazy
All of us.
done wrong.
They did, but then they got awarded.
Yeah, but Liverpool have,
No, but I'm
but they have 1 loss all season, and that was that Spurs game.
No, 100%. No, 100%. But my argument regarding this is sometimes within the naked eye, you can see like the Gabriel Jesus situation, even the Kai Havertz one for me. You know, Kai Havertz. I hear it. Fair enough. It's a handball.
Yeah, let's talk about that one. Look,
We've all played
Havertz,
football. Let's be real, yeah. We've all played football at school where the ball's when the football's in that situation,
Ball to hand,
it just ricochets. But what they looked at it was his handball when it came off Cash first.
Yeah.
It came off Cash's arm. That ricocheted back onto his arm, and we scored from it. Those kind of stuff, I couldn't care less. You're right in terms of it can go either way. It always favors the defender regardless.
Yes,
but
yes,
make
yeah,
sure
well
you
said.
look at it from the first time. Make
No.
sure you look at it from Matty Cash's hand,
Do you know
arm
what it was? Do
position.
you know what it was? I researched and I've read and watched everything. It was because the ref blew it on the pitch. So it was an on-pitch decision. So I think basically what would happen is if the ref didn't blow the whistle, because the ref saw it and blew the whistle.
Yeah, Jared Gillett.
If the ref didn't blow the whistle and then they went to VAR, because it wasn't clear and obvious, the goal would have stood.
Yeah.
But because it wasn't clear and obvious, you have to go with the on-field decision.
Yeah.
So the ref blowing the whistle on the pitch, I don't even know how we saw it in real time, that quick and everything.
Good positioning.
Yeah.
Wait. So he blew the whistle before the ball
So
went.
usually the goal goes in, then they review it,
Yeah.
then the decision is made.
Yeah.
But obviously, of course, if he sees something then and then, he's allowed to also blow. He's a ref,
Yeah,
right?
Of course.
It's about the on-field
But
decision.
usually, I think 99% of other refs would let the goal go in
Let it go and
then
let's
be
see
told
what
to do.
happens.
Of course.
Let's see what happens.
Because he blew on field, he called the handball.
There wasn't
They
enough
still
weight
watched
to
it.
reverse
They still watched it, but it wasn't clear and obvious enough to reverse it. So because it wasn't clear and obvious to reverse it, they stick with the
I
on-field
agree with
decision.
that.
I didn't notice
That's
that.
why.
I didn't notice that.
That's
No,
why
but
it was.
I didn't think there was enough evidence in that one there.
But okay, but I'm
specifically.
saying if it wasn't clear and obvious on cameras and angles and shit, How would it and slow down? How was it clear and obvious for the ref in real pace, real
that
time?
means we give him credit for that. Then.
No, do we give him credit or do we did he
We
jump
give
the
him
gun?
credit for him making the actual decision.
But
He
too
made the
rash.
decision in
Yeah,
real
too
time.
rash. Too
I don't
rash.
think it's too rash because the referee has a right that if he believes an infringement has happened, I should
course,
blow the
yeah,
whistle.
he's the referee.
He's done that and he's ended up there not being a threshold enough for that to be reversed.
It's always going
So
to
that means
favour
you-
the defender as well. It's
Exactly.
always
But
going to
yeah,
favour the
I said that,
defender,
though.
which is
Also, I
annoying,
just
but
wanna
it
make it clear to you,
happens.
I
But
wanna
it's
make
too
it-
rash though, because nowadays with offsides they let it continue.
Like, offside is not the same as
I know, but my point is let it run, and then VAR can then make a decision.
If a referee believes I have seen an infringement that is stopped, goal, especially because the rule on handballs leading on the attackers
Of course.
is that we stop it and it's a disallowed goal, right? He thinks he's seen that, he's called it. He also knows that if he's wrong with enough evidence, then he will be reversed and they'll protect him. Point about Arsenal fans. You guys are right in terms of the decision that, like, Arteta being banned for that celebration is crazy. It's not like he was overboard or did anything that was mad. What you guys are going through is you're not going through it alone. And sometimes I hear Arsenal fans and it's like, woe is me. Oh my God. Why is it always like it sounds so pathetic at times. And it's like, you guys are in a title race and quite rightly so by your own merit. And Aston Villa, although you guys did pop them off the park, if any person who watched that game knows that you guys were the team that was on top. Odegaard cost you that game. Martinelli, who we've been speaking about, is probably the least threatening winger in the league right now. Not considering lower teams.
That's the reason why he keeps getting hooked by Trossard.
Brother, and we've been, me and
wasn't
FaZe
any better,
especially,
by the way.
he wasn't, but me and FaZe have been saying this about Martinelli for this whole season now, and it's becoming an issue. It feels like it's been figured out. Just because Saka all last season was having two men on him, and you were Barshalan when you only had one. You were chilling out when you had one guy
Shall I
on
tell you
you.
Shall I tell you one of the biggest factors? And obviously,
Xhaka gone?
Ronnie
Yeah.
doesn't like it. It's Xhaka.
Yeah.
Just that left centre mid role.
I agree.
But you think Havertz is doing well though?
I think Havertz
but
now.
it's
I think
different kind of-
Havertz
But you
now
don't
is
think
more
he's
into
not a
that.
left centre mid though, isn't he? He's getting closer to Jesus, isn't
And
he?
I prefer, but I'll be real, yeah. I'd rather Havertz flourish in that role where Martinelli has to somehow take a hit. Because now Martinelli has to adapt, and Mikel Arteta has to look at himself. Because you know how he's a maniac. He's got to figure out and go, how do I get the best?
How do I get the best out of this guy?
Because
Yeah.
in the Champions League, Martinelli's a
But
beast.
we know why here. We know why.
Obviously, they play.
Champions League, you know,
They play
we have
one on one.
no respect for anything else. We're gonna play our
They'll come
football.
from.
Yeah.
So, and I completely understand it.
Yeah.
But that game, that's Arsenal Villa. Credit to Villa.
Two more things as well. Ben White, it's an issue how far he is off players in last actions. It's an issue I have with Lindelof, especially at my club as well. In last actions, if it happens over and over again, that there's a bit too much space in between you and defender, you're not sensing danger at enough of alarming rate. David Raya as well. The shot is in the middle of the goal, and I feel like it might be a bit harsh because it's really this isn't the 6-yard box, but it's so
It's
in
a
the
bit too
middle.
harsh, though. It's a bit too
Maybe, but it's so in the middle that I'm just like, come on here.
But he made-
I don't
he
know.
made-
There's someone else on the bench.
But he
You're
made
probably
another
looking at
great
it saying
save. He made a great save in the second half.
he did.
He gets down quick. He's a cat in the corner.
Can I saw a bit of a disagreement from you two earlier, but I didn't want to interrupt it.
With what?
You felt Saka has been subpar, below average, in your opinion. You think otherwise because we've had this conversation. What's your thoughts of Saka?
It's his best numbers output
It's output
this year.
But performance-wise?
Performance-wise, he just seems like a player that's jaded. I think he's fatigued. I don't know what it is because he has been been facing doubles bet a lot.
And triple team sometimes.
But I feel like sometimes it's just he doesn't seem like he's on it at times, which I don't blame because I've even recognised with Mikel Arteta, we've now favoured more playing towards Martinelli's side than we have with Saka. So maybe
I think that's
it's
been the case. I think that was the case as well last season.
but it was,
On
it
that
was,
left
it was
side.
but it was more highlighted this year in terms of last year. It was that Ben White thingy combo. I don't know. Maybe it's the miss of Tomiyasu not being there. That's changed it a lot. Like, I feel like when Tomiyasu was there,
wouldn't
it was
allow that
unreal.
to be the goal for Aston Villa. He'd be closer. He'd block that.
Oh yeah, because Ben White was next to John McGinn, right?
He's there.
Yeah.
This is in your face. He's a defender.
I'll be real. You know,
He loves
shall I be real?
defending, bro.
Ben White fell off for me. Ben White fell off once he bleached his hair.
Dyed his hair, bro.
I genuinely feel like that's when he fell
That
off.
happens a lot in football.
Bro,
innit?
his hair's
He lost
finished.
his powers.
It's like I don't know what it is.
That happens in football, man.
You know the thing is about Saka? He's been too complacent. And wallahi,
earned.
it's earned, but you're moving like someone who's won the treble last season, fam. Wallahi, I know your
I
level.
said expand. Not
Expand. I think
yeah,
said,
what do you mean by that?
I think. My opinion is he knows any performance 90 minutes, whether it's a good performance, bad performance, average performance,
Nobody there to replace
he's safe.
Yeah.
He's getting no pressure.
point.
Of course, there's no backup.
But that's my point. But that's a problem from you guys now.
But it's not Saka's fault.
No, because that's what I'm seeing complacency in his game, though. I don't see no desire.
I don't see.
I don't see no
complacency.
desire in him.
It's not-
He loses the ball.
You don't see desire. Whereas
saw-
how many late comebacks, late winners? There's desire for me is when at the end of a game you're losing or you're drawing and you still want to get that result. And
He doesn't strike me as that character to not have.
Well, he did it. He did it against Brentford away.
Against Chelsea away. That assist for Trossard. Brentford away. That assist for Havertz. Other moments, you know what I mean? Still, I see the desire in him on the pitch. Of course, he's double marked. He is probably carrying a knock.
I feel like it is, bro.
And of course, fatigue comes into play. He plays 9 minutes every single game, right?
Yeah, why is it every game Saka plays, he carries a knock, fam?
Fatigue.
Wallahi, man.
Fatigue does happen. We play Saturday, Wednesday, Saturday.
I saw that.
It wasn't me who said it. He said it.
No, shall I put it on that?
Every excuse.
No, but face.
I saw that
I've
Arsenal
been hearing
account.
it for a while, bro.
I saw.
It's true.
I saw the Arsenal account.
It's something we need to
But he's
fix.
not going to get arrested.
No, but-
He's
but-
been
That's what I'm
whacked
saying, man.
like a bar of
He's the
soap.
kid. The kid just turned 22.
No, but Busquets.
He should be
might be done.
enjoying.
His
He
knees
should
might
be
be done.
enjoying being a kid. I think I was watching on FCM and the boys were talking about FCM saying there is a good point. And they were like, he should be right now still enjoying the whole being that young footballer who's gonna have that performances where they can be exciting wingers, but he can't enjoy that. He is carrying the
There's pressure on
mantle.
your back, bro.
He's carrying the mantle,
Yeah.
and every
Better
single
carry
week
us.
he's going into games. We need 3 points, Bukayo.
Please,
Please, B.
Rise.
We need 3 points.
Rise, Bukayo.
That's
No,
you know what I mean.
no. If you're no.
That is the case. That's his career.
No. What? If you're good, if you're
Which he is.
talented,
He's two-time England player
if
of the
you're
year.
good, if you're talented,
he is.
carry that Burton and take your team to the next level. Mbappe did it. Vinicius Junior last season. Did I give him the benefit? Oh no, well you're 21, you're 50. No, never. High standards deserves high demands. I want Saka every game to show me desire. He's not showing me desire. You said this. Well, the assist.
Where's desire?
What I saw a couple times in that game, he lost the ball. Cool. Okay, no worries. I lost.
Nah, don't even try.
No.
He described the Rashford bump.
Don't disrespect.
He described that. I'm saying he described that.
Yeah,
I'm not saying that's
don't
what he's got.
disrespect.
But the one thing,
Couple times, well, in that game, specifically this game,
not running
lost
back.
the ball. Calm.
If Arteta was on the sideline,
Yeah, see, Tata wasn't there to shout at him.
But I need more. I don't like that. Well, he's young. I don't care about young.
no.
Age is just a
But
number.
he's been
Age is just pause. In football, if you're good enough, you're good enough. And
he is clearly good enough. He's one of the best players, one of the better players in the league.
If you're supposed to carry the burden of a team, show me.
I'm saying Burton as
Burton
well.
as well.
no,
It's not
Dion
even-
Burton,
Burton.
it happened, bro, yeah.
Burton.
Burton Albion, Mr. Arsenal, but not Burton Albion.
Burden.
No, but
That's
face,
what I
you can't
We need to
remember.
move on. So go on.
Sorry. The last thing I want to speak about with Bukayo Saka is, I feel like maybe this. I hear it. This might be an Arsenal thing,
Okay.
brother. He needs protection, bro. The amount of times he gets
Eden
kicked,
Hazard,
bro.
Jose.
The amount of time he gets kicked and booted
I
and
agree.
all that stuff. He gets studs through his Achilles.
Is he not one of the top 3 right wingers in the world? Don't you guys all say that?
He goes,
Deal with it.
He goes home with bloody socks every game.
I'm sure.
How do you know?
I know.
But Busquets, when you're a top winger, let's be real. It's like NBA. You get certain calls. You get certain calls. And I feel like he's definitely at that stage where he deserves the shouts. So why does he need 5
What do
kicks
other
before?
top players do when they don't get their call? I'm getting this ball, I'm skipping past 3 plays, and I'm getting a goal. They have that. Eat that, refs.
Hey, bro, he's been doing that, man.
Has he? You just said he's been shit.
No, he's been underwhelming. But remember I said to you, his XG went high.
Let's hear for our
Yeah, he
captain.
has been getting the
Let's hear
numbers.
from our captain Odegaard. He said we have to take our chances. He said,
That's hilarious.
he said, well, he put himself in
The
it. He said-
irony.
He said, when you come to a place like Villa Park, it's always tough.
Well, he missed one like
So
that
you
last
have-
season as well.
You have
Can't
to
remember.
So you have to be ruthless in front of goal, myself included. I missed a few big ones, so that's annoying. But the only thing we could do is work hard to improve and bounce back in the next one. That's Odegaard's correspondent.
Martin.
Yeah, he said it to me. He actually said it to me. He sent it to me. But here, from a Villa fan, because of course they did win, Usman United 6, who always sends a correspondence in, says, great result against Arsenal. Captain McGinn scored an early goal, and since then, Unai's mission was to keep the result. Villa had a compact midfield and a high line to put Saka and Martinelli in offside positions.
I've never seen such disgust at a correspondence.
That midfield was so non-existent, bro. That midfield was so they had to hook Villa off. They had to hook him off. Tielemans got hooked off.
Villa's offside trap in general is outstanding this whole season. Why they caught us offside?
They kept the clean. You know what? Fans, you kept the clean sheet.
You can't argue with it.
He's not finished. Great to have a world-class keeper like Martinez.
Yeah, okay.
Who saved Villa 3 points.
Yeah, I hear it.
It wasn't Villa's best game. It wasn't Villa's best game offensively, but against big teams like Arsenal, you have to be disciplined and compact.
Yes.
Agreed.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I'll give you that. Big shout out to Unai Emery though. What a
Big
job he.
shout.
What a job.
Let's talk about Unai.
What a job
really
he's doing.
quickly before we move on. Unai Emery, third best manager in the league. Everyone's saying.
That's yeah.
By credibility, of course. Look at the Premier League.
So what is it? It's
I mean,
Klopp,
Pep, Klopp.
I don't think it's. I think it's fourth. I think it's
How do?
I still. I'll tell you, Spurs. I've gone top four.
What's up,
I think so.
all over Europe, bro?
I think so. But I'm saying, like, if you're looking just on paper, what they've achieved.
Body of work?
No, body of work is
Body of
Unai.
work?
Yeah, body of work is
That's
Unai.
what I'm saying.
PSG, of course, PSG, but he won the league with them. Multiple European.
As you said earlier, Arteta's good for Arsenal.
Yeah.
Unai's the better manager overall.
But we don't know. We don't know.
Looking at the
Arteta's
sheet,
different clubs.
Yeah, but then
think Arteta's better than Unai?
Arteta's in his first job. Emery's been managing for over a decade.
Exactly.
Over a decade.
Exactly.
But let's.
Exactly.
But then abs.
Body of work?
Abs. We're talking body of work and everything. Yeah. When Unai Emery has been given an opportunity to go, you know what? Expectations. I need you to win the league. I need you to do this.
Nosebleed.
This is his
Oh,
level.
bro.
Arteta's
knows
got that same
everything.
nosebleed. He got a non-block nose last season as well.
Well,
Arteta.
listen. Listen.
You got a bit too high. The nosebleed
Is the expectations there? Are Villa in tight race? Yes or no? Quickly before we move on.
No.
They're like
Chill out.
they're
By the
very
way,
good side.
I saw your tweet. Chill out as well.
For me,
They can do
the moment teams start to
of
respect them like they do with Newcastle now, it's gonna change.
They're coming top 4 though.
Ooh.
Fifth gets
Oh, yeah,
Champions
fifth,
League, so no
yeah,
matter.
right,
They'll
yeah.
get Champions League.
Oh yeah.
So does that mean?
I think they'll get
Does that mean? Does that mean a
feasible.
Does that mean a top club misses out? And if so, which teams miss out?
If it's 5 spots in the Champions League, yeah, United aren't making it. Newcastle aren't making it. Chelsea definitely aren't making it.
So Spurs. So in your opinion, is Spurs Villa?
Yeah, Spurs and Villa 4th and 5th. Yeah. To be fair, I think Villa come 3rd maybe. But also
percentage that Arsenal win the league?
Well,
Too soon. Okay, no.
too soon, isn't it? 30%. 35%. All right.
No, I heard Villa go to 3rd. It's a bit. I'm not gonna lie to you, it was illness because
Villa coming 3rd, bro. All right, moving on to Crystal Palace versus Liverpool, the team that are top of the league.
I thought you was going to my favourite fixture.
Which one?
Goodison Park. I was getting excited. I said, hey!
We should do actually, yeah. Let's go to forget about Liverpool fans. Hold on just a minute.
Hold on.
Or you could skip Everton versus Chelsea.
So what?
That's
The other side of
the
real Merseyside.
The real Merseyside, the blue side. Up the toffees.
Hey,
Now people are going to put that back in the picture of me.
I saw you a Liverpool fan.
I had an actual thought. I had an actual thought by myself coming here, and I was like, you know what? I actually do like Everton more than Liverpool. You know,
damn man,
that's mad to say. I just like Sean Dyche.
So chat to me about your team, bro. They beat Chelsea.
Listen, since they got that 10-point
I
deduction,
wish.
they've been pretty good.
I got a lot of Liverpool fans. That's why I don't want to get.
Since they got that deduction, they lost to you lot. But after that, it's 3 wins on a bounce.
Sean Dyche hype, they said.
3 wins on a bounce.
Did you see that stat?
We didn't apply it to us over here.
Did you see that stat where, what is it? They would have been 3 points ahead of Chelsea if they didn't get their 10 points taken out.
Yeah. I saw that.
I saw the stat that Chelsea.
Yeah. If they didn't get the 10-point deduction,
Yeah.
there will be 4 points ahead of Chelsea right now.
Goodness gracious me. Goodness gracious me. I have seen. Do you see the stat about Chelsea's got double the amount of losses than wins in 2023?
It's mad. Should we talk about how good Everton was, or should we talk about how?
Let's talk about how good Everton was.
Oh, cool. Yeah. I mean, what can we say? It's Sean Dyche masterclass.
Yeah.
From
Abdullahi Doucouré.
Yeah.
Lease of life right now.
Incredible.
I've got 3 things to say.
Yeah.
The first one is, when we did a tier list, there's a reason why we put Sean Dyche in at the top 7, 8, 9 spot.
Yeah, it was quite
because
up there.
he was always that good. Shout out the players they brought in. The Braithwaites from PSV last year. I think he's had a great. He's had a great.
It was on loan.
He's on loan at PSV.
Brought him into the star lineup, I think, because they had like Conor Cody, Keane,
McNeil,
Nieremina,
shout out McNeil,
McNeil,
Harrison,
Mikalenko. I think this
he said
season's
he's
been
doing well.
unreal.
He's doing well.
The Corey, remember
Abdullahi.
the situation.
Can't believe Frank Lampard never used him, fam.
That's one argument. Before we start this Everton conversation, the biggest argument has to go to arguably two of England's best midfielders, Steven Gerrard and Frank Lampard, because the job that Unai Emery's doing at Villa,
it's true.
and Sean Dyche is doing at Everton,
Damning.
True.
bro.
Damning to those
How
two.
bad of a manager do you have to be?
And the fact that you had no talent ID, you had Doucouré on your team, but you decided, you know what,
I don't want to
bench. Bench. And now you're seeing...
Let me bring in Dele Alli.
Van de Beek, Neil Mopai.
Goodness gracious me.
Nah,
some
but
horror
Everton, bro, like... the thing is, defensively, solid. Midfield, incredible. Attack as well. The fact that they can flip between Kyle Lewin or they can bring Beto, who gives a different profile. It's crazy, bro.
Doucouré is basically a striker as well. Yeah.
Doucouré's not that shadow striker. You know how on FM we've got that role.
He's the highest scorer in Premier League midfielder since Everton appointed Sean Dyche.
Wow.
11 goals.
And one up there.
11 goals since Dyche.
Bro, and even bro,
coming from.
credit to Sean Dyche, because whenever we think about Sean Dyche, it's the Fuizzi. You hit the ball.
ball,
But it's not.
They play football.
They're a pressing team.
They
bro.
play
They
football.
play high up the press.
They're
bro.
compact. The amount of chances they create. I remember against you guys, they created a lot of good chances.
Yeah, they created some
They
chances.
have to be one of the highest XG teams in terms
They
of
are.
like chances
And they're a
creation.
good team because, like, even they're in 17th, obviously we know why, because of the point deduction. I mean, they've got a better goal difference than Man United at 6th.
Speak on it, man. Speak on it. Speak on it,
He's
man.
got another 5-minute run about United. I thought he was
No,
talking
I'm
about.
saying their goal difference is better than yours.
Our goal difference is always horror.
That's mad.
Speak on it.
-3 goal
Bro,
difference.
check our goal difference last year.
You go.
Yeah, I think our whole season
wait,
was
wait.
one.
They've got
I'm
what?
not even joking. But whole season I think our goal difference was one
Last
last
season,
year.
they were
I think it was one.
at the end of the season.
I'm not even joking.
Yeah, the goal difference now is -3.
How do you enjoy your life?
They've
How do you
conceded
wake
more
up happy,
goals.
man?
You know, he's the
Happy or
only.
not,
Busquets
me,
is the only
I'm there,
person,
bro.
yeah. Wallahi, like there's. I don't get him. He's the guy that appreciates good football,
Except when it
but
comes to my club.
you support Man United. It just doesn't make sense to me.
But listen,
Because I support United for wanting my team to be the best, and if it's not always got to be for beautiful football. Because Alex didn't always play the best football in the league. Wenger did at times.
Yeah.
But success and we took the trophies home. You take the ball, we take the trophies home, bro.
You're
And
drunk
what I
with that.
love with my
You're drunk with
I'm
success.
drunk with the success, but obviously sober for 10 years. But what I love about football is not necessarily what I love about United.
No, no worries.
Going back to
Everton.
On there, better God. Cheers for that jab, by the way.
Just a little mention. But yes, 3. Listen, there's 3 wins on the trot for them, and 3 clean sheets on the trot for them.
bro.
Listen,
Big up Sean Dyche, man.
You know?
And it's not just sitting back and David
it's
Moyes
not,
in the
it's not.
situation. He's out here. He's pressing. He's being positive, especially at home. You don't want to go Goodison Park unless you're fine. But if you
What
want to
about
Goodison
Arsenal? We
Park,
beat them.
yeah, you guys are all right. There's
picking
but
them
if you
up.
Goodison Park now, especially since the point deduction, Sean has got a point to prove. Sean has got a point to prove.
And they're picking the moments like during the game perfectly. That double, that centre pairing of Tarkowski
and Brentford.
brother. Whether that is Brocha, Sterling, Nico Jackson. Well, let's chat about him afterwards as well. Hey,
Your
the thing
boy.
is, hey.
You finally accepted something's wrong. You get something's wrong, yeah?
Well, we need to chat about him soon. But the fact them two, and you mentioned Milenko as well. No, they
It's
deserve.
something that Sean Dyche does well in all of his. He did at Burnley as well. The relationships that he has, the centre backs. You have the striker and their number 10, the Corey and DCO or Beto. You have the fullbacks that are doing really well. Those relationships that he have, this is where he gets his mentality and his personality, his imprint on a team. You know what a Sean Dyche team is. You're not going to work harder than us. We're going to be pressing you high up the pitch. We're going to try and defeat you guys from everywhere.
So,
bro.
like,
From set
classic
pieces.
football.
It's
2 backs
classic
of
and
four.
they're dying.
And
2 backs of
simple.
4.
Yeah.
You know, the Corey.
At Burnley, it was a 4-4-2,
Yeah.
and now he's got he's changed
Bro,
tactics.
Burnley it was the Ashley Barnes and Chris Wood.
Yeah, and
Same
that
thing.
tactic is
Now it's
crazy,
the
bro.
Corey and
4-4-1.
yeah.
And the players are dying for him, bro. You know that second goal when they scored? Every player just
Dobbin as well. Big up Dobbin
Yeah.
for his first goal.
Yeah.
Who is Lewis Dobbin?
He was a youngster. Like, he's been a youngster, but it's his first goal.
Yeah, I see him tweet earlier, but
What did he say?
I see him tweet earlier. Like, who's Lewis Dobbin? No.
No reply. Yeah, no, 20 like no reply.
No one replied.
You know what kills me?
Someone reply on CBK's turn up.
He deleted it. He deleted it.
This guy's
You know what kills me? He had 20 likes, but no one responds to his like.
That is 20 people, sorry. How many impressions you got? 5,000 people see it.
No.
Who's he talking to?
Yeah. But yeah, like that was a big moment for him as well to get that goal, and you can see, like I said, you see the passion because I feel like now the fans, bro, this was the same club that was probably the most. Obviously, look at United. We're looking at Chelsea, Everton. Not too long ago was the most toxic club in the Premier League.
Yeah,
there were rallies about
when
their
Anthony
owners
Gordon was leaving,
and all that stuff. I'm saying, the owners and everything, right?
Yeah.
Now their fans are, especially because they got their points deducted. I feel like the fans are more behind their backs.
Absolutely,
You know, they're more like, you know what? This now where everyone's against us.
Yeah,
we only got each other.
Yeah,
kind of thing, and that's actually spurring the players on. Not only are they winning games, like I said, 300 pounds. Clean sheets, bro.
And I made him miss Noah.
He's mad.
Go home with a clean sheet is insane, bro.
Nuts.
You know,
This team you're playing against Chelsea. I don't care if they're playing bad right now.
Newcastle the game before.
They're Newcastle, bro.
And dominant was a 3-0. I made a mistake 2 years ago, or a year ago, when Everton survived. And you know they had that last game where Lampard was there.
Yeah, I remember the game.
Yeah. When
Go on, carry on.
oh sorry,
Yeah,
when Lampard was there and they survived in the last game.
Yeah.
The fans stormed into the pitch, fam.
Yeah.
And they celebrated. You know what I said?
Yeah.
I said, fam, what is this, fam?
Yeah.
Big team, and then man are celebrating.
You were like Roy Keane of Aston Villa a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
What
are you celebrating for?
What are you celebrating? Like surviving relegation? What's going on?
No, never do that.
Never
again, please.
Hold on. Disgusting. But however, now I know, them man have got loyal and passionate fans.
They've always had it, bro.
Loyal and passionate fans. 10-point deduction, 20-point League 2. What's that? National League, very normal thing. They will still be supporting. The fact,
He always rumors as well, so I respect it. Even did you guys see what Sean Dyche said about Dobby's celebration?
What did he say?
He said, "I'm so happy he did a normal knees. Like I hate this rubbish." Celebration with that dance and stuff. Good old fashioned knee slide. The team goes. I was looking for it there. The way he said it, you know,
you know who's that in as well? He's that in Harvey Elliott.
Yeah. But Solanke does that as well.
Get out of here,
No, Solanke, I hear it because when I see, he does certain animes that work.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie, one of the worst celebrations in the Premier League right now is Alex Iwobi. He just runs and stops and does that.
He's the worst. Well, he's the worst. Alex
Alex,
when we get to that Fulham game, brother.
He did another one as well. He did another one because
yeah, what are you doing, Alex? Pack it in.
I hate this one.
This is like Sean Dyche scored. That one there is horrible.
Bro, he will score like the last minute winner. But that happened to last season Everton.
Yeah.
Remember
that?
It was a mad thing. He scored last minute goal.
Everyone's thinking, limbs.
Stops.
Yeah, do me a favour.
Brother. Aye, it will be. Yeah?
Alex,
come on, man.
Come on, Alex, man.
Let us think of a celebration for you. Come on, we got you.
Please, brother, man.
Hey, but now let's move on, man. Let's chat about Chelsea.
Yeah, let's talk Chelsea, man. Let's talk Chelsea.
When I said,
where should we start?
when I said Gary O'Neill's better than Pochettino, I meant it. I meant it. When I said it on SDS. I said Gary O'Neill's a better coach than Pochettino.
Yeah.
That guy, he's 2 packs of ass. That guy, or like he is so bad. Like,
listen,
he's the only manager, bro, where Messi didn't get along with him.
Yeah,
you know,
like the fact that you made Messi look washed, and a year later,
isn't he from the same country?
Same country, and a year, and
he's from the same country. So we couldn't even get
and a year,
They talk the same dialect, bro. Our moms probably do.
Messi speaks Catalan dialect.
Oh yeah, he does.
And it was mad. A year later, Messi won the World Cup. Like,
what?
No, it's true.
He does though.
It's true.
But he does.
Yeah, Catalan's different, bro.
Yeah, of course it's different in Spanish, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, what does he speak about with Pochettino?
Spanish.
Pochettino played in Espanol.
Spanish,
They
huh?
both speak the Catalan dialect. How the hell did I get that one out there? Oh, the pressure was getting worse and worse. Oh, it was me. Good God.
Celebrate like he scored on stream.
Well, I don't know where we're going with that.
Get it. Hey, GG.
Yeah, man.
GG.
Good one.
God,
Yeah, we celebrate more there than Chelsea did in this game. But yeah,
season,
what's going wrong? Because Poch, obviously Chelsea have got look at Everton. Sean Dyche got them playing, right? Chelsea, they've got better pieces though. They've got better players. Why can't he get them playing? What's going on? Is that Pochettino issue? Is that Chelsea just deep rooted?
I'm real. I don't know why I was thinking that. Imagine Chelsea were hit with a -10. I don't think they'll get out of relegation.
Yeah, they're not staying up.
I think they'll be done.
I don't know if they stay up. I don't know if they stay up.
I just thought about it now. I said, "There's no way they're scraping 10 points."
They're not making the points back.
They've got double the amount of losses than wins. They've been killed.
No, bro,
They've been done.
They stink.
But yeah, going back to Chelsea.
But Poch, you want to talk about Poch? I want to talk about Reece James.
I want to talk about a lot of players.
27 minutes in, another injury.
Popped his coochie as usual, bro. That guy. Wallahi, bro.
What's going on?
I think I was waiting more for cooking Chelsea than anything else in the podcast.
No, Chelsea
No, let's
fans,
have
me and them, we don't like each other anyway. Like, I like cooking Chelsea. But, you know, it's gotten to the point now. No, it's gotten to the point now where
I think they know
it's
as well.
acid, bro. It's like...
It's too much now.
They know they're bad, bro.
But
they know, like,
But the Reece James stuff. It's like, it's
yeah.
not his fault, but also as a
It's
Chelsea
an
fan now, you got to start looking for a solid.
You got Malo Gusto, you got to look at... You know, I've got
Even
a
he's injured.
recommendation.
Yeah, he's
I've got a
injured.
recommendation.
even he's injured.
Livermento.
Oh, it's too late. They sold him. They got rid of him.
This guy's a wild.
Another one. Tariq Lamptey.
Oh, yeah, got rid of him as well.
On here on the left hand side, Lewis Hall, Cucurella, disgusting as well.
Do you know Cucurella? I think is one of the most entertaining players to watch in the league. There's
Him at
certain
right back.
players that you watch, and it's just so funny. But the guy is he's at 100 million miles an hour in his brain. Everything is just rapid. No decision about him. He looks composed.
And he's got no defensive IQ. But Chelsea, bro, wallahi,
just looks scared
horror.
on the pitch.
Yeah, let's have a serious conversation about
Okay,
Chelsea.
for
For
me,
Chelsea fans right now that are
this-
frustrated.
They
Yes.
dropped Thiago
Yeah.
Silva, right? Or was it injured?
Yeah, it was Disasi and Benoit Badiashile. Why do these guys want positivity all the time, though? It's if it's
No,
There is nothing positive.
That's what I'm saying.
Positivity, bro. I'm going all in.
With that's a pause.
What?
Yeah, we move. You're going all
Missed
in.
it, but go on.
But listen, with Chelsea, I've been on here before and said I genuinely think, and it's gonna sound like, oh, it's the Norwich scarf United fan glazes out kind of thing, bro.
I love Norwich scarf.
You don't love the Norwich scarf, do you? You love when they come out. For
It's
me,
just the name.
it always comes from the top down. I think these owners just said, here's a bucket load of cash. We've got no idea about football. Let's have a look at who the Wonder Kids are on FM, and let's just grab all it. Bro, if you've seen some of the names on their squad list, who are these guys?
You know, they had players on the bench that are like
Who are they?
under 17s. Something like that.
And probably been signed by Bowley.
And they came out yesterday saying that they want to sign a 16-year-old from Brazil.
That was their copium after they lost.
Another 16-year-old.
That was their copium.
Yeah, from film. Same. But the thing is, at this point, we can't even. No more Todd Bowley excuses. No more.
Excuse,
No more.
the reality of the situation
The reality
that they're in,
of
bro.
the situation.
Clear like
The
gross negligence.
The reality of the,
That's what it is,
the
bro.
reality of the situation.
You've got to talk about Poch
Chelsea
situation, yeah.
are shit.
Bring back the belly.
The reality of the situation. Chelsea are shit. We can't enough Todd Bowley, enough this player. As Shark said earlier, bro, their team are worth more and are better than Everton. So that's no excuse. On the pitch, Everton are dictating, pressuring, fighting more than what you men are doing. Pochettino, 2 weeks ago, I gave him credit for that game against Brighton, the way he managed it, with the tactical change. This game, disgusting of all disgustings. He was bad. You're taking out Enzo Fernandez, who was your best midfielder in the first half, the most creative midfielder in the first half. You want to take him up.
What do you mean most creative?
Because the first, bro, Chelsea.
What did he create? Did he create a big chance?
So you,
I'm
you're one
asking
of those
a
people. You're one of those people.
I'm asking a
You look at
question.
GA. So no.
I'm not looking
You're one of those people.
I'm
one of
asking
them.
about GA.
My-
I didn't say goal or assist.
problem-
So first of all, that's nonsense. I didn't say
The
GA.
problem
I'm
with
saying, if you're saying he had such a crazy impact and he shouldn't have been taken off, why hasn't he had impact on other games?
you know what he did?
Tell me.
He took out Enzo, brought on Raheem Sterling for Enzo, and decided to put, you know what, Gallagher. Come and do the Enzo role. Wallahi.
Gallagher's been their deepest player this season in midfield,
He
bro.
tried to do the Enzo role. I saw two diagonal bosses, wallahi, outside the pitch.
I think I saw 4 weeks. Actually, let me let you go. Go.
My problem with Chelsea is you guys know, Chelsea fans know they shit. I think we are now starting to accept reality now.
Yeah.
They're no longer a big club. This is disgusting.
But they're spending more money than other clubs. They're $10 billion.
How can we just have you man support English teams? Arsenal, United. We can throw Liverpool in there, Spurs in there. We can put all the teams in there, even the top: Madrid, Barcelona, Bayern. Have we ever seen this shit? 2 seasons now, back to back.
Yep.
Signings, billions of money. They're shit, bro.
It's true.
So when I say let's have a look at who's spending that money, then you just need to want to talk about the pitch, brother. You clearly said they spent $1 billion.
Everyone knows someone, in their personal life, that can't be trusted with money.
Yeah,
you know, you can give person A £100 and the person B £100. Person A can spend it wisely. You know, they go get shopping for the house, things that are needed. You know,
save some for next week. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean? Person B will spend it all on sweets and snacks.
Yeah, good one.
And they'll be finished after 2 days.
Yep.
Chelsea are person B. They got crazy money given to them, but they're not responsible with their money, clearly. And Poch can't be blamed for that. But what he can be blamed for is not being able to get the best out of what he's got.
And the team that
and I feel like
for sure,
he's had enough, obviously, he's had enough time now. Look, there's 16 games to the season. To at least, I'm not saying now they've got to convert and be top 5 already. They finished 12th last season. But the fact that they are, I had it right here, 6 points off 17th. They're only 10 points off 18th. Everton have gained more points than them this season. The only reason they're above Everton is because they got 10-point deduction. After £1 billion spent, or $1 billion spent.
That's what I meant.
It's at least Poch, I think, should at least be in the top 8 per se. You know, because it's bad how he's floating in 12th now. Same position they finished last season. You know, he's in the same position as the Wolves and the Bournemouths of this world and the Palaces.
Bro,
that shouldn't be the case.
Bro, it's unacceptable that you have players. Colwell, you know what he did last season with Brighton. You force him to play as a left back because you want to put Battishid in the side, or Thiago Silva when he was playing as a centre back. Use your players wisely. Colwell is not a left back. You're wasting him. Put him as a centre back. This experiment of
play who next to him?
Huh?
Who would you play next to him?
Next to Colwell? You can pick and choose. Battishid is a left centre back, left foot centre back. I get it. You can't put him on the right. I get it. Put Thiago Silva in there. Put the South.
Thiago Silva and Colwell as a centre back partnership would get eaten alive in the Premier League.
Put anyone, but
they're both slow, no?
That's two guys who are slow as trucks.
My point is you're wasting your best centre back.
Who is?
This season, you've got two centre backs.
Who's their best centre back?
This season, Battishid. But
Thiago Silva is the best centre back at Chelsea, bro.
This season.
Not season. I'm talking in general.
The age is not to him now.
I'm talking about this season, bro.
Thiago Silva, we have seen in this Premier League improving himself in the season, bro.
Yes.
Can I ask you guys a question? Again, another question that I have to ask you.
Yes, you can, bro.
Yeah, my man.
And you can ask us any questions for the foreseeable.
Anytime, yeah.
So I'm giving you permission now for the next time.
Regarding Pochettino, do you think he gets any say, bar yes or no, on these signings?
We have proof that he doesn't.
No,
we have proof that he doesn't.
So he's been given a man, like I said, Todd Bowley and this trusted staff, technical director, whatever you want to call it, these men that do the football business,
and these guys, yes.
Whatever the name is. So he gets thrown Robert Sanchez, where that's not the style of football that Pochettino plays. Got given it to him. Pochettino now has to work with that. You're going with Gusto, you're going with these 19 Luke, Chuk, whatever his name is. What's his name? No, not Carney. Uncle Chukwu, whatever his name is.
Uncle Chukwu is Leslie.
Leslie. You've got all these options. You've got all these players. It's what
David
can
Washington as well.
What can Pochettino? Yeah, honestly,
I just like his name.
What can Pochettino do in the sense of getting them to play football? Because their best results have happened against the top sides, where they've only drew.
Best results are
That's
draws.
what I'm saying. Where they drew. So it's like, am I looking at it that way? Well, like, I don't know how I'm looking at it.
My thing is this. We talk about squad building. We talk about ownership and how they've misspent the money. It's a joke. And Poch does deserve blame for what he's done with them for sure. Denying that would be a lie. But then to build a squad and say, here's $1 billion. I wonder how we can spend it best. Let us spend it on so many young players who might be good in 5 years, but won't be good for any time now. And they don't have any relationships with any person. They haven't got a leader that can come around and tell them, this is the standards of Chelsea Football Club. This is what you have to match. They don't have that in their squad anymore.
And the leader is always injured.
Reece James. Yeah. That's not a leader. He's a captain, of
The
course, but I'm saying,
yeah,
but he's not a leader.
captain
Of course, you're right. It absolutely doesn't help, especially he's one of the best players when he plays, bro, in his position.
Best attacker, the best defender.
The best everything.
But you know what? You know what? F's up. Shall I tell you what F's up Todd Bowley? He's following me. This is how I look at it. He's following the baseball scheme, where you get a college player or you get a young up and coming. It could be Dominican, Puerto Rican, whatever it is. What do? They put him in the minor leagues for about 4 or 5 years. They work their way out. There's minor league, then it works up, then it goes to AAA, then it goes to whatever, and then they get promoted. Do you know where I'm coming from? He's doing all them steps with
That's
these
why they got
kids.
8-year contracts.
Do you know where I'm coming from? Bro, that's what they do. So they do all that, all the way, but the difference is, in baseball, there's no such thing as relegation. There's no such... You get rewarded for being shit.
Yeah,
Because
of course,
you get a
the
high
best,
draft
you get a higher pick.
But
yeah.
you can't do that in football. So now, him looking at it in that aspect where he's like...
He's probably like, oh yes, bro, we're near the bottom.
We
gonna get-
got a chance,
Stand on
boys.
the chest. Hey, we're gonna get number 1 pick next year.
Basically, bro.
Wait, we go down?
What? Huh? There's something lower than this?
What? Below the Premier League?
And him thinking...
Where's Pulisic?
Bro, and him thinking, let's look... Because now, there's that new rule that... like you said, the new rule that was implemented a couple years ago, that was mainly done because of Chelsea. It's that loan system. You can't loan 30 players or some shit.
Yep.
And now they're struggling.
They're backed up because they can't get them out no more. So
They're
they're all
coming
just
from-
chilling around.
They're in trouble. They're definitely in trouble. And another
Big up
loss,
Everton, man.
negligence.
another loss for them, but definitely big up Everton. What a result! And
Yeah, huge
and before the season started, of course, it was before Daesh and all of that stuff. People were questioning, well, not before Daesh, but before
Any
the season
bright
started,
spots for Chelsea,
they
though?
were questioning if Everton will go down this season. Some people, I think, had them in the relegation zone, but even with a 10-point deduction, I think we all believe they're not going to go down.
No.
It is crazy though.
Nkunku. That's the only silver lining. Nkunku is on the way.
Well,
We'll see.
And we'll see what
I've
that
been
means.
saying
Cole
this-
Palmer's been good.
The last 2 games for Cole Palmer, wallah.
Yeah, he had a great strike though this game. Pick for save was nice, clean.
Yeah.
He's
scored
still.
against
Sorry.
He is,
The
he is.
game, the game was before United.
I don't know what Chelsea game was before.
Newcastle. The Newcastle game. Sorry, the Newcastle. And even the Brighton game as well. Sauce as well.
I mean, he is like he's a bit of a
But
bright
then
spot.
again-
but for you know the bright spot about Nkunku. Well, I've been saying as well. But I'm starting to realize Chelsea fans. Well, I manage expectations. Because them man are moving like them man are moving like.
Chelsea, you can't.
I like the way you've evaded not talking about Nicholas Jackson.
Wallahi, move on to
Yeah,
correspondence.
we're gonna move on anyway. So time
You're
is
lucky, bro, because
Time
that
is
brother...
Lucky.
Time
He
is out.
so
Time is
lucky.
out. Time is out. But Nicholas Jackson,
Delay the question.
don't worry, we'll get there. We'll get
VAR
there.
delay.
We'll get to you, Nicholas Jackson, one day. Don't worry, it's coming.
I'm on the BS soon.
Let's move on now to a game. Yeah, let's move on now to another game. I want to talk about a team that have played back-to-back home games, the last 2 games, and they are 10-0 up on aggregate in the last 2 games at home.
Allah. So Allah Fulham went above Liverpool City.
I have to bring Fulham up.
And Spurs.
I have to bring Fulham up.
Wow.
They are 10-0 up in their last 2 games.
Marcus Silva's getting proper already.
Back-to-back 5-0 wins.
Wait, this is the 4th game someone we were spoken about.
Yeah, back-to-back.
Fulham is 4th?
I had to. Back-to-back 5-0 wins.
Yeah, well,
5-0 win
Right,
over
so they
West Ham.
deserve it,
5
they
different goal scorers. Was it you that gave them a bit of a grilling last time?
Yeah, public apology to the Fulham fans.
Oh, thank you. Please, go on. Give me the floor. Go ahead,
What
brother.
did
Go
you
ahead.
say?
I said...
What are you apologising for?
I said these brothers are boring. Craig Cottage is shit. Marcus Silva, yeah, he should have went Saudi. You don't have Mitrovic. You've got. Remember, we was talking about. We were talking about Rey Mysterio for a bit. He just couldn't. He couldn't handle the pressure. Alex Iwobi I thought he was not it.
What's that tweet?
Wait, you know what? Can I just skip to the correspondence? But I want to change it up to the before we talk about the game.
Yeah.
Because we have a correspondence from a Fulham fan, which I think is the first time. I don't think it's been ever before. Thomas FFC. So Thomas Fulham Football Club says, another 10 out of 10 performance from this team. Silva has resurrected Kearney's career and Jimenez has found his feet. Willian and AP have refound last season's form.
Who's AP?
Andres Pereira.
Bruno.
And,
Baby
yeah, AP, you hate when they get nicknames. Yeah, he deserves it.
Baby
Huh?
Bruno.
You got to.
Like a legend.
And Iwobi is quality.
Andrea Pirlo.
And Iwobi is quality. After a game like Liverpool, which obviously they lost 4-3, Liverpool had scored worldies.
Yeah,
A team can respond in 2 ways, he says. Drop heads or push on. The players decided to push on and put 2 sides to the sword. Our star player, how boring we are now.
I gotta give you the flowers, man. I gotta give you the flowers.
Are you not entertained?
Nah, yeah, man. Guess what I saw yesterday?
Oh yeah, Vinicius.
Carlos Vinicius. Yeah.
He pulled it out.
He scored a tap. He
scored a fifth goal.
I looked at him and he went, he turned around and listened.
He scored the 5th goal. Yeah.
Harry Wilson gave him the nicest pass ever. He said, "Here you go,
Can
charity."
we talk about Harry Wilson?
Oh my goodness gracious me, the boy's a technical monster.
What a player!
What? Right.
Unbelievable.
That left
But he's
foot.
always been. His left foot's always been a one.
But he always has moments where we talk about him like this.
His left foot's always been a
Yeah.
one.
A one.
He was one of the best free kick takers. Of course, we've got Ward Prowse because scored a high volume of free kicks.
Him, Mason
Pure
Mount.
like
He was a Derby, wasn't he?
Derby,
him, Mason Mount.
him and Mason Mount.
Yeah.
And obviously,
Kai Tomori.
I think he scored a free kick against you guys once in the
Yeah.
cup game. Unbelievable.
They beat David Villa as well.
The other one that's at home. Oh,
Nah, but Harry Wilson's got a one.
You better ask. How many teams have beaten you guys?
Do you know when we lost to MK Dons? 4-0.
That was at their place. What's his
Will
name?
Griggs scored off his chest.
What's his name? Jermaine Beckford.
Jay Beckford.
Yeah. On Trafford back
What a
in the days
legend.
for Leeds.
Okay, I get it. We lost games. Okay, what do you want me to do?
Let's talk about Fulham.
No, that's one more player, bro. Willian.
Oh, what a player.
Willian.
What a player, though.
But he's bringing back Chelsea. Willian.
I saw someone.
When Barca was trying to sign it. So that period, this was moving crazy.
Bro, I saw Chelsea fans say, "Yo, the way Willian's moving,
We miss
I
him.
miss him." And then someone said, "Your standards are in hell because he was out for Chelsea." What are you guys talking about?
No, he was good for Chelsea sometimes. But yeah,
he's
bro,
alright.
it's because the noise, yeah. You remember, bro, Fulham, do you know what? Stafford Bridges, Fulham Broadway. He's down the road, bro.
Yeah.
He's down the road.
He feels back at home.
He said, yeah. And he's back at home, bro. That's why he's, but Willian.
Bro, same house, same school for his kids.
Yeah, kids go.
It's childish though.
Same
His
Tesco's.
kids still sport
Alright,
Chelsea. His kids still sport Chelsea.
There is a place going in Fulham, LA.
Yeah, come on, man. I've been there.
Fulham Broadway, bro. But yeah, listen, Willian. Big up to Willian. Jimenez now, back-to-back games, scoring multiple goals.
Yeah, you know when he starts scoring, you know what?
His goals are crazy as well.
Shall I tell you why he
This
starts
was
scoring
good
as well?
Last game.
Oh my god, the back of goodness gracious.
Mad.
Bro, he stopped wearing petty checkout.
Yeah, but now he's got like a.
The little one.
No,
band
he
thing
didn't
that's
even have it yesterday.
Yeah.
When he scored that bullet header, I said, "Ooh,
He's back.
he's back."
But it's mad. Like,
Wolves are looking at him, going, "Hey, man."
Too late.
Hey,
Hold on.
look at Matthias Cunha.
When did you say they were boring?
A couple of weeks ago, bro, they were dog shit,
'cause
bro.
after
They
You know
were-
what? He went wrong.
No, 'cause
Like,
after
yes,
that,
he
it
went
was
wrong.
mad. After
Remember, there
that,
was a period where they were getting moved to about 11 every.
because after that, they beat Wolves 3-2.
They scored 3 at Anfield, but
They went to Liverpool, but they
scored 3 at
Liverpool
Anfield.
beat them because of 4 wonder goals as well.
Yeah, exactly.
5 against Forest and then 5 now against West Ham. By the way,
Marcus Silva watches SDS, bro. I'm telling you.
guess what? That's one
He
person.
said, this
Yeah,
Abdallah
yeah.
star player guy who's
Why not?
disrespecting my team, I'm going to make him eat his words.
And he's asked as well. But guess what? That's one person we didn't mention. Palinia.
Yep.
What a performance.
But you know why though?
why?
January's approaching.
That's
He's
what-
trying to
that's
show
what I
them
was
and say,
thinking.
"Hey."
That's what I said. Yo,
Use the
Bayern.
window
He said it. He said,
shopper.
yo,
another chance,
Bayern. He said, Bayern, you man need me to win the Champions League and the Bundesliga. You guys.
Bayern need him, and they just got smoked by Frankfurt.
You know what's gonna be? Bayern's next game is these guys Old Trafford.
Hey!
I'm never coming on again.
No. This one I feel bad because I thought, you know what, they might rest, but Bayern never rest their players regardless if they're through.
And they just
But
lost
the
by one.
5-1.
And they just lost, yeah.
But West Ham,
Clip is being loaded.
But yeah,
Remember
Paulinho,
whole
speaking of
clip is being
Paulinho,
loaded?
actually,
What a
he's
player.
now made 69 tackles this season in the Premier League, at least 23 more than the next
The next person, he's number 1 now.
But by 23 tackles
Do
extra.
you
He's a
agree? Do
dog.
you agree with Liban?
What's that?
Of
No,
how
signing him and Casemiro together, that's an illness.
Yo,
He's a
guess
baby
what?
Casemiro.
Yo, guess what? Casemiro, Amrabat, Paulinho.
What happened to your clubs?
Haram midfield, bro. That fucking never happened. This happens if Liban's in charge. That's the kind of stupid decision we've seen on the pitch, bro.
And his team took a beat.
Right, the storm, boys.
Ride the storm, boys.
The storm, man.
No, West Ham though.
Fulham 5-0. West Ham, obviously. Hey, West Ham.
but apparently it's food poisoning, you know.
But yeah, but that's hey. I
He
heard
just
about
came off a crazy performance here, but it's what I'm
that.
saying,
West
bro.
Ham been on good
Do you know?
form.
Do you not read it?
No,
Bad
no,
players.
the West Ham is.
Did he actually?
Yeah.
On a serious thing.
On a serious note, the
is
Bayern
it?
got hit.
Well, for food
Food
poisoning.
poisoning, yeah.
Seriously. Oh man.
Who didn't play? Or did he play with it?
They played with it. A couple
play
of players couldn't play. I think a couple players played.
But no, West Ham, bro.
Bowen had some good chances.
West Ham is a weird one, bro. The one day they good, another day they lose.
I'm telling you,
Burnley
Why
win.
is literally one day they're Muslim, one day
Nah,
they're
but
not,
it's not
bro.
West Ham. I think it's just that.
Literally.
It's those clubs. that kind of region because they smoke it. They all beat each other, bro.
Yeah.
Because Villa was in there, and Newcastle was in there, and Brighton was in there.
Yeah.
West Ham was there with them.
Yeah.
And like one game, like Brighton smoked Newcastle. Like Evan Ferguson scored a hat trick. You know, but then Villa.
West Ham popped Brighton away from home.
West Ham smoked
Beginning
Brighton.
of the season, Newcastle smacked Villa 5-1.
Newcastle
Let's
smacked
go.
Villa 5. Like it was the kind of thing where
Yeah.
they could all beat each other.
Yeah.
So and I think now Fulham's in that discussion because West Ham have been good, man. Like they just beat
They
Spurs.
But listen, that's what it comes down to. I feel like
in midweek before that, obviously they drew to West. I just think Premier League's like that right now. I mean,
But you know what they need?
Shout out Fulham, man.
They need a striker, bro. Because
Yeah,
this
for sure,
experiment
for sure,
of putting
for
either
sure.
Bowen as a 9
Yeah,
or Mohamed Kudus as a 9, or they tried Paqueta as a false 9. Just get a 9. And Tony, I think, is out till when? I think he's out till next year. Or
was
something.
he on the bench? Was he not on the
No,
bench?
no,
He
for
needs
Tottenham.
that, yeah. I heard he might even retire.
Oh, subhanAllah.
Chill out. No, I think he'll come back next year.
I don't know, man.
I think he'll come back next year.
Sometimes you got to throw
but,
stuff in the air.
She made it up. You wanted him gone.
I want him gone!
This guy sent me. That's really heartbreaking.
Why did you believe that?
It's stars. I don't know why.
He's only 33.
Why did you? You see what he
crazy.
had? I want him
To be
gone.
fair though, I don't disagree. But with West Ham, they've just put in a performance against Tottenham. That Tottenham are controlling the whole game, and they have to be so focused and disciplined in closing the gaps, low block. That's not easy, bro. Playing without that, that means you're just running. That means you're just running, bro.
Yeah, you're right. It reminds me of someone where that Odogi back pass and they scored from it.
Well, guess what? Let's talk about Spurs.
What does it remind you of though?
Listen, of course, West Ham, there's some stuff to talk about, but I want to spend most of the time talking about Fulham because we heard Thomas, what he said about how good their performance has been. He even said Silva's resurrected Kearney's career, and Kearney man of the match, I think, this game as well, which was...
He was always an impact sub.
Yeah, but I'm saying that's
a championship legend right there, man.
I mean, he's playing really well.
And they've given
And Iwobi's moved back to the wing now, where that left side with experiment is kind of gone now.
Yeah,
So you know what? Get out
Harrison Reed.
Palhinha and Decordova Reed.
Bobby De Cordova Reed.
Harrison Reed, no? Is that his name?
Yeah, as in the
Yeah, there's Harrison Reed in midfielder.
Yeah.
I thought he was Decordova Reed as well. He got dropped as well because now Iwobi starts on the wing. But yeah, they dropped both Reeds, man. They both of them. Harry Wilson obviously came on off the bench at half time.
There's one
They've brought him more technical.
But can I just say one thing to this man who just said he called Andres Pereira AP? Wallahi, let's stop nicknaming players and calling them like R9, not R9. Let's
his initials, bro.
Let's stop doing this.
ESR.
Only certain players
Andreas
get
Pereira.
that. Only certain players
his
get that
name, bro.
luxury. Wallahi, not everyone, bro. Stop giving it to bums, bro. Like that's
No. That's the letter or number. I get it. CR7, R9.
Yeah.
He's not saying AP18. You know what I mean?
I know.
AG10. They deserve it. These guys. Yeah.
Well, I know.
He deserves it. I did good.
AG10 deserves it. You know what's fine? He's a CR7, AG10.
And it's crazy, Allah.
But APS is initials,
Nah,
bro.
man,
Just call ESR.
Just call Andreas, call Pereira, bro.
Yo, leave my boy alone, man.
Preseason
Baby
Andreas.
Bruno,
It's
Allah.
like
Baby
ESR,
Bruno.
bro. ESR. RLC. You know?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. They deserve it, man. DCL. People say DCL.
I hate that one.
DCL.
You'll see.
The name, bro.
I hate that one because I hate Dominic Cavalier. Well,
Right.
rubbish footballer.
Yeah, no.
Rubbish footballer.
Elias, the same thing.
Yeah, Elias doesn't like
Yeah,
him.
well, I dislikes him a lot.
Yeah, I know, but
But Elias dislikes
he
him.
hasn't liked them in a while, to be fair, so I get it. 5-0 Fulham. Listen, we've heard from the Fulham fan. Unbelievable performances now from Fulham. Their home is, the Craven Cottage is looking very, very fun to go as a Fulham fan.
Right now,
And it kind of hurts me because I probably will be going there on my birthday this year. Because we're going to Craven Cottage.
I might go to that game.
On the 31st of December, going to be at Craven Cottage. I'll probably be there, so...
You might see me there.
Celebrating my birthday on that day. Hopefully, it doesn't end up in the same fate. It doesn't end up in the same
SDS
fate
meet and greet
as Forest and West Ham. But let's hear from West Ham fan 55 Hems, who gets involved a lot.
I like 55 Hems.
Not much to say, but besides, this is a game to quickly forget. A very poor defensive and attacking display. Only Bowen tried to do anything, but it was really bad. Alvarez was a really big miss for us. He really has such a big presence in our midfield that when he's out injured, it's hard not to notice it. Credit to Fulham, who beat us with another 5-0 win for them. And Palhinha really is an amazing player. He really bossed the midfield. I can see why Bayern tried to sign him. And he says, we need to look forward to our Europa League match against Freiburg. We can't have a performance like this again. We need to either win or draw that game to be top of our group. So that's a very, very big game for them. Moving on now. We're going to move to Spurs versus Newcastle, a big win for Tottenham.
Liverpool fans are like, I knew they hated us.
It's a big game now. I mean, come on, a 4-1 win though, man. Come on.
Against Newcastle,
which, you know, are a good team sometimes. You know, sometimes a good team. Richarlison with a double.
Richarlison,
R9.
Yeah?
Stop this, man.
R9, man.
Stop this, man.
It's moved like R9 this game.
It's 2 goals,
Yeah, it's moved like R9 this game.
Nah, fair play to them, bro. Like, Ange, it worked out to perfectly. You know what
Perfectly, yeah.
No,
Son as well, unbelievable game from Son.
Perfection, isn't it?
You know, in English is this phrase after 10 p.m.
It's good. Yeah, it's good the first.
It's so true.
Good, good.
Yes.
Well, listen, Ange, what I thought, after the first goal, concede, I was like, shit. So we go back to part 2 now. The Newcastle game, the game against who was as well, they conceded early, Aston Villa. They conceded in the first half and then they come back. Well, fam, they managed to get the first goal and second goal, quick succession. And it's all happened, bro. 4 goals. Newcastle, there was no cut and edge from Newcastle. And to be fair, well, let's talk about one person, which I've been criticising over the past year or so.
Who?
Youngman's son.
Double assists and obviously the goal. 2 assists in the goal.
So who told us that he's completely finished out wide? That he has never got a career out wide again? I have a look at it. It's that El Faze that he's done out there. There's not a player out there.
Listen.
If he goes out there, Spurs are failing.
Yeah.
They're the worst when they play out wide.
Yeah.
How did he play out wide this game?
Listen, a big man here admits his mistakes.
Oh, about time. Please, the camera's right there, sir.
Listen, I can't lie.
Phase, you don't.
I'll be real. No, of course not.
You just did a public apology, mate. Don't be telling him don't. You just did a public apology.
That's
Let me lie.
Fulham.
Yeah.
As a football and fan
As a
base.
football association.
But when it's individuals,
Yeah. You stick by it to the end of the earth.
10 goals and 4 assists in the league in 16 games.
I like him.
Youngman's son, I've always said as a striker, you're good. Yeah, but as a winger, I said you failed. And to be completely honest, that game against Newcastle, the only reason why he did it is because he had Trippier as a right back. So I'm not giving you that chance yet, wallahi. If you do it with a back-to-back performance as a winger, wallahi, I might have
considered one of the best right backs in the league.
Just a couple of weeks ago, Trippier was
the same Trippier who committed the same mistake against Everton as well.
So 2 games.
Had a couple of
man,
bad week.
Bad week.
Tell us more. What happened before this bad week?
Hey, I can't lie, man. People not talking about Trippier this season. There's a lot of emphasis.
One of the highest creative chances in the league
this season.
Attacking going forward.
7 league assists.
Has he been stripping going backwards?
Oh, Faisal, because he's taking corners.
Well, GAs, you know.
How many of them were from corners?
I don't know how he's trying to support his argument.
I don't think he's even got an assist from many assists from corners.
He's had at least 2 or 3 from them. From free kicking.
Do you want me to check now?
Set pieces.
All right, we'll carry on talking and see if we can check how many.
Pieces.
Can you check how many of his
set pieces.
Exactly, he's an elite set piece taker. That's great.
Okay, great.
That's a weapon. Why are we using that against
Is that
him?
any less of an assist?
Huh?
Is that any less of an assist? But carry on. Trippier's had a good season, but go on.
Okay.
Like a couple of years, definitely 3 games.
That's what was Son.
Now it's been recurring. The last 3 games, it's made a huge errors that led to goals.
Absolutely.
Very bad mistakes.
Everton was 2.
Yeah, for sure.
This game against Spurs, Son, he spotted the weakness.
He has been bad.
He spotted the weakness. Like, you know what? Let me just go one-on-one. The thing is, you know what's mad? You're making people think Youngman's son can dribble, and now, wallahi, he can't dribble.
I'm saying your mentions are just crazy. They're like, look at that from Youngman's son dribbling.
It's crazy. You're making people think he can dribble, but really and truly, but it's one game against Trippier, fam, and now Trippier's making this people. Come on, man.
But there's one thing I noticed from that goal as well. Usually, I see Newcastle double up in situations like that.
No double up.
There wasn't a double up. And it was on the kid Miley side. I feel like if it was on Joe Linton, if Joe Linton was on that side, Joe Linton has that extra work rate for long stuff.
But you know it's a big miss as well. No one talks about him. Nick Pope, because that bombed me Dubravka. Oh, what was his name? Dubravka. Whatever his name is.
Dubravka.
Ass.
Yeah.
Double ass trash. 4 of the goals. The first goal. Son goes past, quick little shimmy. Well, the most predictable shimmy there is.
Easiest move I've seen.
The easiest move, bro. Everyone knows what he was going to do. Quick shimmy, left foot cross. Destiny was. This is not like we don't expect Newcastle to do that.
Yeah.
Destiny inside the box, unmarked.
That's crazy.
Unmarked.
That's crazy.
And Dubravka as well as a goalkeeper, fam. Next to each other, fam. At least body and parry. At least parry that cross, bro. It was poor from Newcastle as a whole. Man management, poor. Tactically, poor. Players, poor. Ange, incredible. Hey,
Eddie Howe.
No, that's true. Injuries.
Injuries.
He knows himself.
No, I tweeted out and I said,
How many injuries? How many injuries? Kieran Trippier was saying that to the fans at Bournemouth.
Yeah.
How many injuries?
No, it's not that. For me, I like seeing Eddie Howe fail. Like it does bring me joy. I can't even lie to you guys.
Absolutely.
But
as it should.
I don't like kicking people while they're down. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I enjoy it. There's a thrill. It's like that referee in that game. but this instant, I'm like, you know what? Let him get his place and get whooshed. That's when the real conversation starts. Because right now, even though they did field a very strong side,
It was a good shot.
I don't know. Besides, obviously, Nick Pope,
Miley.
they're still missing that midfielder.
Long stuff.
They're missing Sven Botman. Was Botman back? No, there was no Botman.
Lascelles and Cher playing.
Yeah, they're coming from. Like, they've been solid, but
Lascelles was a
But-
joke for the Richarlison
But you know
goal
what?
as well.
You know
It's
how
hilarious.
You know how injuries is always the excuse for them. It's now back-to-back games now against Everton and now against
mate.
Spurs. Yeah, against Spurs.
Sorry, I was just saying that this didn't come out for a while.
Wow.
Sorry.
Yeah.
My fault.
That's mad.
My fault.
Against Spurs, two good side teams that they've now fielded, like in terms of the starting 11, and in terms of performances, bro. Horror from both.
yeah, you got Brighton early in the season as well.
Horror now.
And they have someone else. I forgot who it
Horror
was.
now. And now the
When they
Champions
lost back to back early in the season.
and now the Champions League game now against AC Milan is so crucial for them now as well. Because
St. James
I don't think they'll qualify, but I think they want to fight for that third place.
No Tonali.
Because Europe.
Tonali as well because of the betting stuff. No Tonali.
Yeah. But now third place is crucial for them. So that game against AC Milan, mad crucial for Spurs. Big credit for Spurs, man.
I
And
mean, they could still qualify.
Huh?
They could qualify.
the Champions League.
Yeah.
But that's if what PSG loses
lose, which is very possible.
against Dortmund.
Dortmund top of the smashing that
but
group.
Dortmund is already qualified, so I don't see them having.
You still
any
want to
sort-
win a game against PSG.
Yeah, but they
They're gonna
qualified
play
and
to
they're
win.
fast. Yeah, I
They're
know.
going to play to win.
For sure.
You know, so they could still.
No, I want that.
And Dortmund could finish second if PSG smoked them, obviously. So they're still going to try and win. It's not.
I would love for Newcastle to finish second and PSG to finish third. No Mbappe in the knockout stage.
Killy.
I want that more than anything.
But yeah, I mean, listen, big win from Spurs. Obviously, Fawaz's not here to speak on them. Obviously, that broke their duck. They were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games without a win before this.
Pedro Porro, Sharky.
Oh, he's quality, man.
Pedro bloody Porro.
Alright.
Going forward right now, the guy looks like the most dangerous fullback in the league. Just scary. And like,
Even the
you can
pickup.
quite clearly see that he's a wing back. Oh, he was a wing back. Like he's been struggling with the other side of the game. I've seen him put in some decent performances defensively, but that boy going forward, bro, the amount of times it was just threatening balls. These are not just, and it's something I say all the time. If you're out wide and there's numbers in the box, pass with intention. Don't just put something in there. Make sure it's going to someone. And every single time it was fizzed in, right pace, big chance created. So you, Pedro Porro, you deserve a pat on the
Like,
back.
he got assist for the Richarlison goal from
and
that.
Kula as well. That Kula first shot was perfect. Kula
Could
as
have
a
done
10.
10. Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Incredible.
He's a 10.
Incredible. Like his game suits proper as a 10.
But Andrew's biggest test is in about 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks.
Absolutely.
When AFCON starts
Yeah.
and it loses
And
his
Bissouma
midfield.
starts. But to be fair,
does
Salah hasn't
not
played.
lose Son as well in the Asia Cup, same time.
Yes.
Oh, Son Ma'a Salama as
Same
well.
time, yeah.
Yeah. Son Ma'a Salama. Long
Front three of
day.
Brennan Johnson, Richarlison, and Kulusevski.
And Jill. Jill was on there.
Brian Hill.
This is Spanish.
That's the La Liga correspondent as well.
This must be the Spanish guy. Jack and Jill is what he said. Jill.
Yeah, Jill.
Brian Jill is
Jill,
crazy.
Like, it's the Arab, isn't it? Arab pronunciation.
Always says this.
Out of this, out of
Leave
that.
the Arabic language alone. You didn't answer this. This is defamation of the Arabic language.
He thinks I'm not Arab viewers.
They're around in their here, bro. They know your bullshit.
Oh man.
No, okay, maybe not Arab, Iraqi.
But I feel like if Spurs want to do some like emergency signing because or Newcastle obviously they need David. I'm looking at David De Gea if I'm correct.
No.
seen that. That was not wanted by anyone,
The news came out today. No.
No one wants that guy.
No, the news came out today. They might be making a move for Hugo Lloris.
Okay, that's not
Yeah,
bad.
God, that would be horrible. It is bad. Get Ramsdale. One of them two should get
The
Ramsdale.
FFP man, they can't do that. And then with Tottenham, 6 month stint, bring in Robert Lewandowski.
Incredible striker.
That's it.
Why Lewandowski?
Because I feel like Barcelona fans don't appreciate him a lot.
Yes.
And he's still a top quality striker.
He is.
So getting him on loan for like 6 months. Getting him on loan for 6 months.
Yeah, of course.
I don't think he's rubbish.
Amazing
A
striker.
great striker. Like I said, Barcelona should get 3 extra.
I love him.
They should give him 3 more years.
Extend his contract for 5 years if he needs to.
Give him the captaincy, give him what he wants. What were you saying the other day? You said he had better legacy at Barcelona than Suarez.
Yeah, Suarez, yeah.
The Suarez, yeah. Good on.
His biggest downfall was Harry Kane going to Bayern Munich, even though he's not there.
Bro,
Everyone
that's gonna
realised
kill
that
him,
Kane's better than him.
Clear,
Even Bayern fans realised that. I
Clear.
think.
Bro, it's bad. It's bad.
Even Bayern fans realised that.
And Kane could potentially break Leo's record.
There is levels to this game.
Just remember Lewandowski.
What's shake?
Yo, chill out. We'll go too harsh now.
No, Level deserves a Ballon d'Or. I feel bad for him because it's the COVID.
He won a league. He won a league for Barcelona last year.
He deserves, of course, but he deserves.
You know what's bad? La Liga top score, like usually La Liga top score is like 30 goals, 40 goals, 50 goals. 23 goals. This guy's dead, fam. You're like Charlie stay. You bum striker.
Moving on to the south of London. Crystal Palace versus
With a pride of
Liverpool.
South London.
South London's number 1.
With a red and blue.
I don't know that's fun.
Good
I
job.
feel like with the red and blue, then you know it's true now.
You know it's true.
And they have their,
That's one of the best songs.
and their derby is against Brighton.
What's the motorway called?
Motorway derby.
What's that? A something? A406?
It was not
A406.
It's not A46. It's definitely.
Straight to market.
It is called the A23 derby or the M23 derby. Yeah.
I knew it was the motorway. I just didn't know which one. I said,
Hilarious.
He said the most random motorway.
No, it's not the one that's local to us. That's why.
A406.
It goes through ends.
It goes to Barking. Right at the end.
From ends, bro. It goes through ends. Palace, yes. They hosted Liverpool, who obviously are top flying. Obviously, this game put them top of the league. They won the game 2-1, and once again, Liverpool needed a late comeback to win this game.
Mentality
Mohamed Salah
monsters.
equalising after Mateta put them 1-0 up from the penalty spot. And then Harvey Elliott with a 91st minute winning goal. Very good. It was more of a solo goal. He made it happen. You know, he said, you know what? He took the game in his hands, cut in, good strike, scored.
And he said
The
after the
winning
game as well. He said, listen, I've been learning from Mohamed Salah.
Good person to learn from. Great person to learn from. You know, he's got
It's better than Luis Diaz, I can tell you that for
he's got a curly hair like him.
Yeah.
He's got curly hair like him.
I need to get his own personality at some point.
I can't lie. That celebration will like get out of the way, man. Never, ever,
What
ever,
even
ever
was
do
that?
Yeah, we want to see limbs.
Yeah.
No, he scored a last minute winner.
He went like this.
What is it?
It was
and
Rasengan
then
and
this way,
Kamehameha
and then we went
all
this way.
together.
I'm like, brother, he only did it once, left it like this, twisted it,
And I went like that.
pushed
He
it
did
like
two
this.
things together.
No, he wanted.
Rasengan, Kamehameha at the same time.
But
He wanted a TikTok edit, will I?
But what an impact off the bench from Harvey Elliott.
Absolutely.
though. Very,
Oh, yeah.
very big impact off the bench.
I've always liked him, man.
Yeah,
I've not.
Of course, I've been
always
fan
liked
for a
him,
while.
like-
He's special talent.
You've not?
No.
Yeah,
Just
because he
comes
looks
across
like-
as a mug, mate. Nah. Being honest. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I just feel like he's a mug. Got no evidence in it. I've got no evidence at all. There's zero evidence. Never met him in my life.
I think he seems like a cool
Probably
guy.
these like looks
Yeah.
like a mug.
Has anyone else got players like that? Where you just like, you just can't
One line. Everyone's got that. For me,
I've got two.
God.
Robertson, well, his face pisses me off. That's one though. A'udhu billah. Whenever I see his face on TV, wallah, I cringe. Jordi Alba.
The left backs, isn't it?
Jordi Alba, yeah. Jordi Alba, yeah. I'll come to Inter Miami one day, bro. Your face pisses me off, bro. Well, I hope you know that. During the Clásicos, whenever his face pops on the TV.
Thank you for that
I can't
insight.
think of one myself. I'm thinking of one.
I'm sure there's a player that you just think, oh, mug.
Allah.
Go on, you got something for us, Stars. You've got a lot of agendas, son.
I do. I have agendas, but not mugs. Not mugs.
But let's go back to this game. Alisson obviously back in the team.
And
Seeing
it showed.
difference. It shows that what a
There's
save
a
as
reason
well.
why he's
That
the
first
best
half,
goalkeeper in the world.
What a great save.
First half.
There was a stat that came up, yeah. Most goals prevented since the start of last season, XG wise, 11.3 expected goals prevented by Alisson. 11.3.
He's the standard.
11 goals is a difference between potentially
I don't know if he's the standard,
8,
man.
9
the
points,
standard.
you know,
I
whatever
don't
it
think
is.
he's a
know.
level that anyone reaches, man.
No one can even touch it.
Nah, man.
Bro, I think we said it. I think last season we mentioned beginning of the season we said, bro, I think Alisson will go down as the greatest goalkeeper in Premier League history.
goalkeeper
You
ever.
reckon?
Bro, he will.
He's in the discussion.
Do you know, shall I be real, yeah?
We'll see.
I'm taking away
Accolades, okay.
I'm talking pure keeper.
Goalkeeping?
I think he's the best the Premier League's ever seen, bro.
How many in that case? Because for you, of course,
And this is
help.
someone such Schmeichel agreeing.
No, I would agree with you.
For you, accolades helps, of course, in terms of how many more
He's
trophies
Roy Carroll, bro.
does he need?
What is it?
How many more trophies does he need?
I'm just saying, because what we mean with the trophies is you impacting being a huge reason why your team wins major trophies, and he has that.
Brother.
It's one each. What I need from him is
He's been to 3 champs.
He has been. Unfortunately,
3 times.
Yeah, but I want to put forward an Arsenal goalkeeper as the great.
you can't. But what I'm saying is,
I can though.
Wait, by the way,
you're not in the conversation.
You're
Yes,
wrong,
I am.
you're wrong,
What
you're wrong.
goalkeeper? What goalkeeper? Jens Lehmann.
Petr Cech.
Yeah, brilliant. Yeah, he's in it, but he's not been in wearing the Arsenal shirt.
So
He's in it wearing the Chelsea shirt.
what are you lot are talking about?
Yeah,
He said.
Oh, it's been in 3-1-1.
Nah,
What's
bro,
this?
bro, Alisson's not been 3 champs. It's 2 champs.
Carrius is one of them.
Right,
Nice.
right. Yeah,
Some of you, bro.
you're right.
They
You're
signed
better
him
than
after
You're
the.
better
No,
than
the
that.
Liverpool
Come on, mastermind, man. Come on, man.
You're better
been
than
a
that.
3.
You're
Yeah.
better than that, bro.
You're better than I expect better from you. Well, that's
Bro, it's not mastermind setting, man.
No, that's when you tell
Same room though. Same room.
Yeah, same place.
I didn't have good success over here. Like,
Yeah.
Hey.
You need the crowd.
Yeah, but there you're not.
But that
It's all
that
level.
first half save, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم, bro.
how much
And I think only he can do that stuff, bro.
him and Courtois.
Him, Thibaut Courtois. Well, I missed him, man. It's been out. Well, with injury. He's incredible goalkeeper.
كيف على الباب قبل لاقة.
Kepa.
Listen, talk about Liverpool. Also, Mohamed Salah is the first African player to score 150 Premier League goals. I think that was also his 200th.
So the first African player.
First African player to score 150 Premier League goals.
Wow.
And
I
can we
wonder
say
what the
all-time
record, I wonder
African
what the
top
record
scorer.
is for wingers as well, you know?
And can we say also one thing is that
Have you thought about that?
I think he is the highest.
yes,
scorer winger in
yes.
Premier League history.
It has to be,
When
innit?
a winger,
Of course
yes,
he is, mate.
yes,
Highest
yes.
scorer
Of
Premier
course.
League, yeah,
And in a game where he wasn't the best in terms of performance, he came out with a crucial goal and a crucial
Shock.
assist.
That, you know what that is? You know what that's known as?
golden
The
assist.
Bukayo Saka.
Right now.
Where
Right
you
now.
just don't have a great game. I'm leaving it with Saka.
Actually, it's known as the Bruno Fernandes, actually.
No,
No,
please.
he's
originally.
Bruno Fernandes is
Originally.
4-1.
Respect,
Like, it was
originally.
4-0, he gets an assist.
Consolation. Okay, just add
bit unnecessary there, cheers, Dad.
Klopp has now won more Premier League games versus Crystal Palace than he has against any other side. So Klopp obviously loves playing against Crystal Palace. He's got 13 wins over them in the league. Salah's now been directly involved in more Premier League goals than any other Liverpool player in the competition's history.
Nah, mashallah. Let's support that.
Liverpool have already won more points from losing positions after 16 games this season, which is 18, than the whole last season. They've got 18 points from losing positions.
That one I'm not
Where
giving
do
him a
we
round of
where do
applause.
we where do we sit in terms
Is
of
it gonna
mentality monster or unsustainable? Where do we sit here, boys?
Unsustainable.
You're unsustainable.
I don't think it is. I don't think it is.
People are backing him to win the league now. So
Nah, I think they're sick.
Back to
These
sustainable.
people who are backing him are sick. in
Yeah,
the
I
head.
think they're sick still.
Yeah, okay.
I still feel like Liverpool don't have that midfield where they can carry. Because like I said, for me, you win the game in midfield. You have some teams
they
have the
always seem
elites,
to be losing
like them lots, like the Salahs and stuff. But
until they're winning.
But that's great analysis. They're losing until they're winning.
maybe,
Straight
maybe
from Michael Owen.
Cheers,
I don't know
Michael.
what it is, you know, because Arsenal have done the
Mentality.
same thing this season.
Monster.
You can't keep winning 90 minutes and
Yeah,
80
but
minutes.
you
Yeah,
said, but you said the
You
lack
guys
of.
have a crazy defense.
That's
You guys have a crazy. So as long as you
Boys,
keep
we've
it to
got the same
0-0 until the end, do you know what I mean?
But you said the lack of midfielders. That's what they, of course, trying to do in Jan. They've managed.
How many players do they need, bro?
Huh? How many players do they need? What do you mean they need players, Ak? The fact they've managed to make it from August to December and it's still first in the league without a traditional 6, that is a credit to them, bro.
But they signed Endo for that reason. They thought Gravenberch might be it.
Endo was
Endo played.
Stop gap.
Stop going back, bro. Robertson's been injured and they need a left back.
But to be honest, Robertson ain't been Robertson.
I've
for
been
like 2 years.
I've been saying it. I've been
He's a
saying
mug.
it.
He's a mug.
But
Is that your mug?
No, it's not. It's his mug.
well, he's horror, bro. He's horror. But credit to Klopp what he did. First half, Endo was playing as a DM. He saw there was no movement in that midfield, no creativity. Sub him
Get
off
him out of there, man.
and put Trent.
Get
Gomez
that
came
brother
on, yeah.
out of here, man.
Joe Gomez is a right back and put Trent in the midfield. The game changed for them in terms of the midfield, bro. Trent,
I dare him to do that against us.
what
Didn't
a
have his
player.
arse out today though.
Huh?
Didn't bring his arse out this game.
Oh, what a player! What a player, man!
It's phenomenal.
What
Is he Galactica?
Trent, yeah.
That's a good video, man.
Promote Fraser's video. Fraser released the video. Trent took it out.
Trent. When I watch him play, and I get an excitement, and that's not a lot of players. I get excitement for watching it. He's got.
You loved his corner last time.
Oh, what a great corner!
Super excited about that.
Great corner. The stance, everything about it was great. It was great. I think he's.
You think you felt the draft or not?
I mean,
I've got to ask you. You're a professor in this shit, mate.
I was indoors, so you don't really feel it. He was winners hitting him. I'm like,
surely you got to know, innit? Yeah. Why is this a topic on SDS? It's crazy.
I don't know. I just asked the question.
He got an assist from it, that's why.
Yeah, there you go.
He did.
He's having a great season, man.
Yeah,
but I just want to say,
he had a good game as well.
Him at Real Madrid, was it 2025?
No, I just with him. It's the unfair. Wallahi, I feel like if put Trent in that Trippier situation that's happened, with 2 games back to back, wallahi, complete different reception.
My days.
Wallah,
I mean, we saw it at the start of last season.
Reception.
He was the number 1 most tweeted about player in the Premier League.
And on top of that,
like 5 weeks in a row.
on top
Because he was making similar mistakes.
On top of that, you had headlines from England saying, should Gareth Southgate select him for England? They had interviewers ask him, how were you defensively?
Yeah, he did an interview.
Let's see if they keep the same treatment for Trippier. Yeah?
Let's see the same energy for that.
Well, keep the same energy.
But at the end of the day, he plays for Liverpool. He's a top player.
Huge club.
Of course, he's going to get more attention than Trippier, who plays for Newcastle.
Forget Trippier, man.
It is what, isn't it? But I want to hear what Femi says. He says VAR is killing games, but I agree that it was definitely a penalty by Kwanzaa.
I want to talk about these things.
Yeah, for sure. Talk about it. It took them so long to make the decision. The issue is we need consistency, because if they can go back after 2 minutes of play, could they have not done the same for us against Spurs?
Wow.
Still that Spurs game.
Good point, Femi.
We were just so poor today. Yes, we had lots of possessions, but we lacked any sense of urgency and quality. Then it goes on to talk about how going away to Palace always a tough fixture, but he's happy with the win. Alex Tech, also from Liverpool fan, says 7th time this season we go 1-0 down away is a serious problem.
This is what I want to hear. This is the kind of Liverpool fans I need to hear from. Alex is his name, huh?
Yeah, lucky we have those freak genetics of being able to claw our way back, but we can't keep relying on that.
Alex.
Need to try create more clear cut, and credit to Palace who made it difficult today, but 2 shots on target all game is not good enough. As much as I like Kelleher, it was important to have Alisson back. The save on Lerma before the VAR controversy doesn't get made by many other goalkeepers.
Absolutely.
And it also says Van Dijk also has his aura back. He looks so solid again, and I feel safe.
That was a moment. Oh, please let's talk about it.
I can tell he trusts his body again.
That was a moment in that first half, and that BT commentator, no IQ, no understanding of the game. I don't know who it was. Well, if you
the main commentator.
Huh? The main commentator.
Co-commentator.
I don't know who the main.
It was Darren Fletcher. It was the main.
It was Darren Fletcher. Yeah. It was him who said it. No IQ, no understanding of football completely. There was a run here. That was a run made from I forgot who it was. Crystal Palace player. Yeah, he made the run. I forgot who it was. He made the run. Yeah.
Well, who's?
I don't know who it was. He made the run.
Jeffrey Schlupp.
No.
I don't know. I can't remember. Go on. Just tell me the example.
There was a run made actually, no, it was a Sheffield game. I wasn't. It was a Sheffield. I wasn't on. No.
This is the wrong game.
Yeah. I wasn't on. It was a Sheffield game. I just remembered because it was Archer. I just remember the player. But no, just about Van Dijk. Well, that was a great IQ moments of defending, but it wasn't appreciated by the commentator.
Just take that back, Darren Fletcher. Sorry for my.
Yeah. It's the Amazon Prime brother. It's the Amazon Prime brother. No understanding of that. But I want to have a not uncomfortable conversation about a certain Liverpool player.
Go on.
And I'm starting to see a pattern now this season. It's not about Darwin Núñez.
It's Dominic Szoboszlai, isn't it?
No.
Well, I suppose that has won more possessions this season than any other player.
No. Dominic is fine. I want to start a conversation. Not uncomfortable. It might become uncomfortable when I come back from Iraq. Luis Diaz.
The guy that Fuiza compared to Neymar.
The
guy that Leah said is one of my favorite wingers in the league right now. How direct he is. I just love these kind of... He's a United winger. Yeah. Go ahead.
Every player is his favorite. One day, every player. Honda. Yes, Honda. Great World Cup. Well, Luis Diaz, this season, it's not Luis Diaz from last season or the season. The injury ruined him completely. However, every game now, I don't see the same directness I saw from last season. The injuries had an effect. I don't see any sort of creativity. He's very predictable. And the burst of speed, he doesn't have that no more. For Liverpool, in my opinion, I see it as a pattern. I think for Liverpool, for Jan, Luis Diaz, hold bench for the time being. Darwin Núñez, go on the left-hand side. Put either Gakpo or Jota as a false nine. Because Diaz...
Who's on my right?
Right.
After Salah goes.
It's Mohamed.
Afghan.
You forgot.
Arviela is learning from
You
him.
forgot about Mohamed. You forgot.
Arviela is learning from Mohamed.
Mohamed, he's learning same hairstyle.
So Arviela can play that.
Right, but Luis Diaz, people need to put some attention on Luis Diaz because he is starting to become inconsistency, bro. It's showing from him. And it's not the same player.
What are you thinking? You agree with that?
Please come to the mic. Come to the mic, brother. Come to the mic, please.
Agreeing. I called this about a year ago.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, but when they signed him, you were buzzing when that signing, huh?
Yes, because I thought I was getting the Porto Diaz, and I clocked.
And
It wasn't that.
They did initially though.
No, at the start, but then after the couple finals, I was like, oh, so he's just a street dancer. Like he'll have a lot of the ball, he'll do trickery. It just there's no output, nothing comes out of it.
But Stas,
Then now I'm like, okay, cool.
But Stas, guess what? Last season we saw the little samba thing. We saw the movement. Now the samba, that's no samba now.
No, not Samba.
That's no samba. Now he's just dancing, but not for no reason.
No reason.
For no reason.
hasn't got a ball.
I don't see the spark that I saw last season. And that is a problem for Liverpool. Because the reason why they've been losing games, because this season, they are heavy reliant on Mohamed Salah and Trent on the right-hand side. The left-hand side is showing no
I mean,
support.
the right hand side is more looking like from the start of the game. Anyways, obviously my stomach's going. From the start of the game, is like Trent, Szoboszlai's there, and Salah. And the other side is Tsimikas, Gravenberch, and Diaz. So it's a bit of an imbalance there.
What are they doing to Szoboszlai, bro? What was that stat that you had? They're making
He's
him. Are they making him Henderson?
He's won possessions more times than any
Are
other
they making
player.
this guy Jordan
he's
Henderson?
bro. That's what I'm saying.
Actually, we're talking about first when he jumped on the scene. Oh, the ball striking on this fella.
He's got the
He
most
worked so hard.
They play high advance. They play high advance. That's why.
But no problem. I'm just saying, can we see some creativity from a creative midfielder?
Yeah, but they win possession in the final.
That's probably, but that's the Liverpool system, bro. They're like
Hey,
rock and roll
it's-
football,
it's-
hard-working
it's-
team.
Is he working for
He's
Trent
good, but
again?
he's
They're working for
yeah,
Trent.
he's working for Trent,
They're
of
working for
course.
Trent,
And that's why Trent is benefiting. Trent's doing really well.
Absolutely.
Trent, brother, has affected Melika's career.
Yeah, but he needs it. You don't do the work
Rightly
for
so.
me. You don't do it. 'Cause I have a skill, a talent that no one has.
Absolutely.
So you work for me,
How much did they buy
and I'll be at my
Szoboszlai
best.
for? How much did they
And
buy
bro,
Szoboszlai for?
So
And
So
Trent,
they bought that much for a workhorse.
and Trent Alexander-Arnold, wallahi, we've got a system for you in Real Madrid.
Brother, I can't wait. 2026. It's
Who's going to run for him? Fede Valverde?
On the right-hand side.
Valverde?
Fede, Militao can cover the right-hand side. We've got Tremenda can drop deep. Wallah, Trent, if you watch this video, please, this should be a Real Madrid shirt. The number is there, the team is there, everything is there. We can win the
there.
treble.
You're disrespectful.
Jude is there. We can win the treble with you.
You're disrespectful.
We've never won the treble in our career.
you
in
never won the
history.
treble?
Barca's won it. Bayern's won it. United's won it.
yeah.
Inter's won it. That's one more team. City's won it. Real Madrid can win the treble with Trent in our team. There
we go.
The system is here. Come, please.
You're disrespectful,
Please.
man.
I'll joke.
Eden Militao and Valverde.
I'll send him that clip. Don't worry.
Well, please. But he can win it.
Militao and Valverde.
Militao.
You got it wrong.
What do you mean?
It should be Saliba, Bukayo Saka.
He wants everyone.
Get Saka.
Saliba right,
We know what's Saka anymore.
No.
What happened to Saka 2026?
Now with the Trent formation, it changes because Trent.
Saliba stays though.
Go on. Cool.
Well, I've fantasized.
And where's Mbappe? Up front,
Fantasized
with the
is
nine.
crazy.
Mbappe, Vinny as a strikers,
Yeah.
Jude just behind him.
Yeah.
Our fullbacks will drop. We'll go attacking. Fede on the right hand side will cover Trent.
Yeah.
Left is Camavinga. Tremeni, if needed, when he drops speak. Militao, who's played right back in his career. Ludic on the left hand side. Brother, this is a treble season.
Oh, by the way, I've got.
And it all comes down to Trent.
Faith.
If
And
you
the
see
manager?
this, Xabi Alonso.
Wow.
Oh, FaZe, I've got a hot take for you.
You are dreaming.
Big dreaming.
Oh, FaZe, I've got a hot take for you, bro.
I feel good. I feel good, dude.
I've got a hot take for you, FaZe.
Do not defend, man.
I genuinely believe, right now, Rodrigo's better than Vinny on the left. Wallahi.
Well, if this is hot take, we can have a conversation.
Uncomfortable. All right, moving on to the next
Rodrigo,
game.
I didn't know it was like this.
Move on to the next game. Just like Liverpool,
moving nuts now, innit?
just like
Moving
Liverpool
nuts.
with a 2-1 away win.
Crazy. He's moving crazy.
Just like Liverpool 2-1 away win, we have Man City with a 2-1 away win
Luton are
at
unlucky, man.
Kenilworth Road.
Not an easy place to go, is
Not
it?
an easy place to go,
Not an
definitely.
easy
You know who hasn't
No,
been
not
there
an easy
yet?
place to go.
United. Can't wait.
Definitely.
I can wait.
We were saying before the season started, when Luton are going to get their first win. Of course, they've had a couple of wins now, but also they've had big performances this week. Just like Villa, they have also faced Arsenal and City at home. Both of them. Villa won both, Luton lost both. But Luton's losses were tough losses.
easily
You know,
come out of that.
they were winning both games at certain points. You know, and they scored the first goal. What a header, Adebayo. You know, Andros Townsend, I think, put the ball in.
A tweet.
His full name.
His full name.
His
It's
full
like
name.
it's about 3 lines.
Yeah,
Is it?
Yeah, it's a good name.
Proper classic Nigerian name.
He bodied
Elijah Adebayo, we will call him, or his birth name, we will call him. Let me get it out. Because he scored a great goal. He deserves his full name to be read out.
Full respect.
Oh my God, yes, it is 2 lines. Elijah, and if I butcher this, I'm sorry, anyone who's from Nigeria. Elijah Anuolawapo Olowaferanami Olowatomi Olowalana Ayomi Kolehin Adebayo.
You missed one more name.
Which one?
What's his name?
This is the last one there.
Olowarenedi. Runa's Nigerian. I can vouch for that. Runa's Nigerian.
Yeah, and read his place of birth. Brent.
Boy from Brent.
Boy from Brent. Another boy from Brent.
Wow.
Fairs.
You know, just
Well,
like
by
me.
the way, that goal-
just like me and Raheem Sterling
And CBK.
and CVK
Yeah.
and Levan and
He's better than
Ilias.
that one. He's better than that one.
I'm from Brent, bro. Huh?
He's better than that other boy from Brent. So City.
But yeah, 1-0 up by Luton.
That goal, just
Adebayo.
mention as well, that goal, he dunked on
put him on
Ruben
the
Diaz.
On a
poster.
poster, put on a poster.
And it's not the first time it's happened to Ruben Diaz. He's got a history of being dunked. Morocco, World Cup, with Portugal, last season.
In the series.
In the series. In the series. Guardiola, last season in the Champions League. Rodrigo, in the Champions League. He's got a history of being dunked. I'm just saying, Ruben Diaz this season.
There's a couple posters
Fuad went on Sky Sports and said Ruben Diaz. I still can't believe you gave him that. You gave him that pick. He came in here. Ruben Diaz had been great this season. This is his worst season he's had for City.
Cause I had Saliba in my hand, so they weren't letting me put him up there, man. But yeah, I mean, listen, they went 1-0 up. Quickly, because did it with the Fulham game. I want to read Man City's correspondence first. We've got Wahid, and we actually obviously have a Luton fan as well who just started getting involved. Wahid says, not an amazing performance, but a lot better than recent ones. Everybody bar Asvares.
Wow.
Oh, they're turning on him. They're turning on him.
I've seen this before.
Everyone bar Asvares played well. Standouts was Rodri and Foden. Kovacic is very good. When Rodri holds his hand. And Gvardiol was impressive after a string of poor games. Just give him time. Small brain City haters like Faisal.
We need to go.
And this is perfect, actually. Small brain City Faisals. Listen, small brain City haters like Faisal. It's like he's in a room, this guy. Want Diaz to have Jordan-like vertical from a standing position against a running striker. No ball knowledge, just agendas.
Brilliant, Wahid!
You read him like a book.
As he was just saying.
You read him like a book.
I spoke to him on the space as well.
Is that right?
But he should have been tired and put Adebayo off earlier.
No, respect what he dunked her face though.
He did dunk on himself.
He says, as a Man City fan, he says, Rob Edwards got a future in the Premier League, and in brackets, best looking manager. Sorry, Arteta. This is just one win, so I'm not too gassed.
This is Rob Edwards.
Yeah.
Ooh,
That is best looking
Is that Luton's manager name?
Yeah, Rob Edwards.
I don't even know that one.
But, City fans, I don't like you guys anyway, man. Listen, Ruben Diaz got dunked. I don't care what he says about. What did he say? The vertical thing?
Yeah, you
Shut
expect
the hell up about the shut your defender act, dog. What was the rule then?
Yeah, but
captain.
Yeah,
you
but,
get beat.
if someone's running as a running head start on you and you're like running backwards, you're kind of planted. No, surely.
Yeah.
It's different.
It's fair,
It's
but
like that all across the game,
defenders,
though.
But defenders
It's
got to
about
be
positioning.
more active. They got to be more active as
It's
well.
not about. It's about the positioning as well.
Yeah, it is,
But
of
everyone
course,
gets.
but-
It's like everyone gets dunked on, bro. You get a poster because if someone's running, you know, they're in the middle of a dunk, so they're running. They already have a leap. You're underneath them.
Of course.
How? What else can you do?
Of course.
All you can do is the Harry Kane and injure them. Do this.
Yeah,
and
get
that.
away, yeah,
You know,
yeah.
But if it's first time, first, well, it's been dunked more than once, like. Well,
yeah, but happens all over.
It's a pattern.
Happens all over football. Though.
It's a pattern. But
Someone's got a running start
Foden,
on
he's
you.
right about Foden. Great game by Foden.
Yep.
And
Again.
I hope moving forward, this will be a pattern for Pep now. Play him where he wants to play. Which is a
Absolutely,
10.
I tweeted this
You
as
know,
well.
you
I
know,
said,
Pep
Pep
needs to stop picking up the
Guardiola,
ball, man.
give Phil Foden the keys to this team and don't look back.
And if he does give the keys,
Who has to be dropped?
Julian Alvarez.
I think it's Alvarez.
This is the guy that I remember when we were doing rankings. This guy was number one for everyone. I said, let's wait.
That was horror, by the way.
You got number one for me. Well, the All-Cut video.
Yeah, he was number one for everyone, other than me.
Was he?
Yeah, he was.
Did I have number one?
You had him number one. Yeah, he's number two. But
speak on it.
Alvarez, bro, he's obviously such a good young talent.
Yeah.
And the hype is warranted for what he did in the World Cup. He did great in the World Cup. Thank you so much for that, because you got Messi that Ballon d'Or, and I love that for you, mate. But what I've seen from him so far, this whole new hybrid position. I remember the point that James was making at the time was, look at this, use it as credit for Alvarez. Look at this. Pep is even trying to fit him in to play with Haaland. Yeah, that experiment was cute.
That's because KDB was out, man.
It was cute, but he was doing it because KDB was out. But it's cute. Let's move him away. Let Foden have the keys.
Yes.
Let him play with Bernardo Silva. Because with that whole four that they do behind there, solutions can be found. If he brings in the likes of Doku and Grealish either side, then you can have Bernardo and Foden there. Kovacic is not a midfielder. Sorry. Kovacic is good football, beautiful, skip past two players. Anytime he gets in and around the box, the nose starts to bleed.
Yeah.
No idea what's going on. So he's great in this. I've seen a picture on time, a tweet that he said there's this one box on a whole pitch of football that Kovacic does well in. It's just this little yard here, this square yard is what Kovacic does well. The rest of the pitch, do me a favour, cover. He's got no clue, and that's what he's saying when Rodri's there with him.
Hold his hand.
Yeah, I'm here. Come on, follow me this side. Shuffle this way. When you have someone like that for him, no problem. And Rodri was in the mood to look like he was trying to score goals, by the way. Having some pops, doing some fake shots, looking at it.
Yeah.
Great player.
I've been impressed actually with Luton's keeper Kaminsky this season.
Oh yeah,
I've been very impressed with him, obviously, because you're going to face a lot of shots, and he's been very. I've liked him
and Fotheringham. I like Fotheringham from Sheffield United as well.
I don't think the same. I think Kaminsky's just been so good, man. Like
he's not been the best goalkeeping performance on this game week though. We have to talk about that keepers.
Oh yeah, we'll get there. I want to hear who you're gonna say. We'll get there. But I've been impressed with Kaminsky, you know, and obviously had a good couple of saves in that game specifically. Obviously, Rodri's one of them. That's why I brought him up. But yeah, obviously, Adebayo 1-0 up, but then Bernardo Silva pops up again.
Yeah, again, man.
What a finish.
Qué jugador.
Qué jugador, man. What? Listen.
Mucho.
Can I have a?
He's Portuguese speaker as well. I don't know why I speak Spanish.
Can I have a say about Bernardo Silva?
Go on.
It's going to sound mad. You know, I see it, but I don't see it.
Go ahead.
Does that make sense?
What are you talking about Bernardo Silva?
Yeah. You know how, like, whenever people talk about Bernardo Silva, they put him up right at the top. Deservedly as well. I just don't see it, you know.
But you just said deservedly, bro. I'm struggling.
No, as in, like, they put him there for the body of work and everything he's done. I hear it. But I just don't see it myself.
What don't you see?
I think he's a beautiful footballer in the sense of the way he plays and stuff like that.
Okay. Do you think he's effective?
Can be.
I think he's.
So what do you not see? What are you seeing?
I just don't see what the world sees with Bernardo Silva.
You know what is Stars?
It's mad. But I know he's a very good player. Like, I'm not denying that. I really know. Like, I remember City, Real Madrid's at Etihad. Unplayable, and I remember that. Like the game was his.
See, you know what? City fans agree with you because after the City game where they beat Luton, I think we did a space for the City game. I invited 3 City fans on, and I asked them about Bernardo Silva. Sorry, this was against Aston Villa, not against Luton. Aston Villa. We invited some City. Yeah, they were poor. But then again, it was a whole as the City as a whole. They said Bernardo Silva this season, despite all the credit which people give him, all 3 City fans said it. Bernardo Silva this season has not been as good as people making it seem like. They said if you watch him week in and week out, forget the big games where he stands out against United and the big games, or the small games against the small teams, nowhere to be seen. So you're not the only person.
And it's not that. It's like
a small team. Huh?
Of course they're a small team.
Yeah. So he wasn't nowhere to be seen in this game, was he? I don't understand. What did the City fans want?
No.
Did they want GA or did they want impact?
No, but Abs, you know, with me,
at the best of games, at the highest of levels, he's the best player on the pitch every time.
But Abs, you know what? You know one factor about Bernardo Silva, which I've never understood, but I see it. Whenever he, for some reason, is droppable. For a person of his caliber, the way they talk about him,
who's droppable?
Bernardo Silva.
Recently,
as in like. But this, let's be real, yeah. This man, not even that. This Man City team, it's not that great. As annoying as it sounds.
So how many players, in you guys' opinion, right now, do you consider on?
I think Bernardo Silva's quality. But I just don't see what the world sees, really. I don't know what it is.
No,
That's why I wanted you guys to open my eyes, kind of.
Fair enough.
Dribbling, yeah,
Is he
only
world-class?
Messi's on par with him
But
when it comes to dribbling. It's take on
Okay,
ability.
let me try and see. For me, it's decision making. I see him on, especially against. I know United are rubbish, but I see like consistently making the right calls. If there's an underlapping run happening, he's making that underlapping run. You will never see him at a point where he doesn't. That's something I hate so much, and I've said it already so far. Crossing without intention. There's not enough numbers in the box, or there isn't a right pass on. He will have the ball on the left-hand side, and everyone's thinking, oh, you can cross it here, maybe get a good ball in there. If it's not on, I'm not forcing it. You can see his coach's mind in his head whenever he touches the ball. He's making a decision that is, everyone needs to be in the right position at this moment in time for this pass to happen. Then he also has the ability to smell where goals are, and he has a decent finish on him as well. The guy's got big goals in him. Bernardo Silva's brilliant, bro. I don't know what is he. I don't know, maybe just...
He's brilliant, and I hear that. But that's where that's where it goes.
Where else did they put him? They don't think he's better than De Bruyne.
No.
But they won't. But then it's like, how highly do they rate him then? Because they have another legendary.
Do you guys
Silva.
consider him
David Silva?
No, for me, David Silva's head and shoulders off this guy.
He's not
David Silva's head and shoulders over.
Do you guys consider him world class? Very quickly.
Yes.
Yes, borderline. Yes.
Yes, 100%. And then a few minutes later, Jack Grealish scores the winner.
Ted and Mengi, my boy, man.
Jack
slipped and went to Jack.
Yeah, Jack.
Felt sorry for
Jack had a decent game. Even the first half where he made a good pass to Az. What did you call him? And he missed a chance in the first half.
Yep.
He had a good game, Grealish. And without Doku, I think.
We've spoken about it before. We've spoken about the Doku Grealish.
It's this time to shine, man.
Yeah.
You know, it's good. Like Grealish brings you stuff in some games. Doku brings you other stuff.
Depends on the matchup.
It's good to have that. It's very good to have that, and it's very good. And obviously, Rodri was speaking about earlier, like you said, it's Rodri, and it's quite interesting because he's now unbeaten in 44 games across all competitions. Rodri from Man City. Oh, my stomach is screaming.
So what? So the games? He didn't play the games they lost.
They've lost 3 games this season. In Prem only. Wolves, Arsenal, and Villa.
Yeah, he's hiding still. Yeah, he's hiding.
Well, not suspensions. He's hiding. He's suspended.
No, he's hiding, man. He's hiding.
Suspensions, bro. But look, every time he doesn't play, they lose. Every time he doesn't play, they lose.
I hate this, man. I hate this narrative, bro. KDB's not playing as well. Why is there no one?
KDB is this.
No one. One line. No.
It's
you and people on Twitter piss me off.
But they're winning without KDB as well.
No. You mentioned 4 games that Rodri missed and they lost, right? Cool. Those 4 games, KDB missed as well.
Yeah.
Rodri played 3 games. Liverpool, Spurs, and Chelsea. Rodri played those 3 games. They drew. KDB never played. The most important player is KDB, not Rodri.
No, yeah, okay. But Rodri is a defensive midfielder, so his job is preventing you from losing. KDB is attacking midfielder. His job is to help you win. So I'm talking about more about not losing.
Conceded 8 goals with my man as a defensive midfielder. Yeah, man.
Rodri is more important to see. Rodri is more important to see than anyone else.
This is absolutely
that's where you're wrong.
That's where you're wrong. He definitely is.
You
shit guy.
Ashamed of yourself.
Guy.
Let me tell you why.
Ashamed of yourself.
Is this becoming a slandering podcast? Can I speak? Thank you so much,
A
brother.
shit club as well, United.
That was unnecessary.
Shame to Allah.
Rodri, like I've seen them win a league title where Kevin De Bruyne wasn't involved in. Have we not? Have we not seen a title where Kevin De Bruyne was not the main influence in it?
Okay, I've seen that with Man City as well. With
Fernandes
starting. Well, go on.
What is your? I'm saying before Rodri was there. Yes, Fernandinho was there. No problem. I'm talking about since Rodri's been here. What's your point about Fernandinho? I don't get it.
Fernandinho was starting ahead of Rodri when Rodri came, no?
Of course, because Rodri had to adapt to the league. Of course. Rodri didn't know how to deal with transitions.
Okay,
How can it be the same?
So what's your point then?
Can it be the same thing, Jack?
He just said,
KDB had to adapt to the league. What?
No, your
After a bit,
argument is you just said to him, I've seen.
When do you think Kevin De Bruyne didn't influence the league? What league title do you think I'm talking about, bro? Because I'm talking about.
It probably wasn't.
I'm talking when Rodri's playing. When Rodri has played in that season,
okay.
And when Gundogan was the main influence in January,
okay.
and he was getting goals, they won the league title. Kevin De Bruyne wasn't a huge influence in it.
Okay.
Kevin De Bruyne is a legend of the game and one of the best Premier League midfielders of all time. No problem. I'm not doubting that. I'm just saying importance of the system. They have played well without Kevin De Bruyne at times, and they have played beautiful football without Kevin De Bruyne at times. I have seen that from Man City. When Rodri doesn't play like him.
Yeah, man, this ain't it.
It's a big change.
Before.
So can I ask you?
Post-Fernandinho.
Can I ask you a question? Yeah. Again, can I ask you a question?
I gave you permission early. You have
did.
Pass.
My bad.
You have a token.
Abs.
Limited pass.
A question pass.
If KDB like, if KDB doesn't play the season, say for example he's out for the season, do you still see City doing what they're doing?
Listen,
like, winning the league,
City are struggling
maybe
right
win the Champions League, this is that.
City are struggling right
Also, his question, he gave you a simple yes or no question.
That's what I'm asking.
But you,
No,
because
wait,
I
I'm not saying that. I know that ain't what I think
I don't
it
think
is.
it was a simple
I know that ain't what I think. It wasn't a simple
He
question.
asked you a question. No,
What was the question?
Because he
Say the question that he asked.
He just said, if KDB doesn't play for Manchester City this season, is City winning the league?
That's not what he asked. What do you question?
It was implying that.
It's literally
I
that.
don't want
But would they
implications
win the
of
league?
word.
Would they potentially
Yeah,
win the
go
Champions
on.
League and
Yes
whatever?
or no?
Gone
As in this season.
this season. No, KDB. KDB's out for the
Go
season.
on.
Yes, they could still win the league and the Champions League.
You don't believe that.
Yes, they could.
The fact that he
Because I'll be
hesitated-
real. For me, that guy is the reason their season starts.
Absolutely.
If
So
he
they're a
comes
one-man
back,
team.
No,
Yeah.
of course, no.
Yeah,
They
the best
are
team in the league.
important-
Yeah, one-man team.
No, just to be clear,
It's
but just to be clear, when it comes to Kevin De Bruyne, when he does play, the dynamic is completely different. Everything goes through him, and that's because of the world-class player that he is. There's no doubt about that. I was talking about importance to system. When Kevin De Bruyne plays on the attacking end, he is the system. Everything goes through him, and quite rightly it should. But we're talking about how the game state looks, how comfortable are City in possession, how much do they control games of football. Kevin De Bruyne doesn't impact the control of the game; he'll impact the difference between the control and the winning of the
but
game.
is that due to Pep having to change the system to cater to Rodri, making John Stones be his legs in midfield? Because
that wasn't always
that
the
don't
case.
work,
He
man.
won without. He won without.
That
John
don't- Yeah, that won't
He's
work
done
though,
that,
man.
but that
John
was
Stone's
fine
not a
without
midfielder.
no, but that's
Long
what they did. No,
Long story
He was the
short,
legs.
long story short, to end
you
the
can't
City
play Kovacic
segment,
there.
KDB is City's most important player. It's not
Oh yeah,
no one's not
I
that
clocked
player.
this season.
I'm
I
just saying.
clocked
We're talking about the system. I'm not talking about the importance to the
City are
team.
sat
That was
in
a horror
fourth.
take,
City
bro.
are sitting in.
You'd know about them, wouldn't you?
City are sat in fourth.
That was a horror take.
City are sat in fourth after 16 games. City are sat in fourth after 16 games.
Get your hands off me, bro.
Everyone's still here. Genuinely believe they're going to win the league. Yeah. So only 16 games. isn't
yeah.
it?
For the camera.
Okay,
Yeah.
City win. Yeah, I think City.
If Kevin De Bruyne comes back before December 31st, they win the league.
I don't think he will.
That's too specific.
I just wanted to say that.
Cheers, mate. Here, let's
City can.
Let's hear from Qwin, the Luton fan. Yo,
Qwin.
lads, obviously they narrowly lost. Yo, lads, hope all is well. The lads played all right today, but with City at the Kenny, it was hard to expect
At the
much.
Kenny, I love that.
I love that.
Yeah, I love that. That's
Come
good.
on, you hatters. We were amazing first half. Had City bested, in my opinion, but
did.
folded in the second half, which showed our lack of quality.
Fan.
Brown and Barkley played well again, with Kaminsky being our man of the match, deservedly. Since the start of last season, Kaminsky has stopped the third most predicted goals in the league. An amazing stat for someone who only joined our team last season. With Bournemouth, Sheffield and Newcastle as our next three, we need to pick up some points to keep up with Everton. And they can.
You know what I love about the correspondence? We've had obviously different views. So we had Bournemouth fans saying, I can't wait. This is exciting time. Luton fan now going, shit. We have to do something.
So there's 6 pointers, bro. They're both saying they're excited to see each other play against each other soon.
Like Bournemouth looking at Luton going, nah, it's not a 6-pointer. Luton looking at Bournemouth, it's a 6-pointer, bro.
Moving on now, got a couple games left.
Shout out Ross Barkley, by the way, man.
Yeah, big shout
that
out
guy.
to Ross
Turn back the clock. Clock.
sure.
I was saying so, turn back the clock, but turn back the clock.
There you go. Turn back the clock. Ross Barkley for sure, 100% looking like
Might be one of the players.
Someone
play the
SDS said
seasons.
he's the best signing of the season.
Yeah. I see about it right up there. Moving on to Sheffield United versus.
It's a good thing Asim's not here now.
Moving on to Sheffield United versus Brentford.
Oh, what a goal.
Great result for Sheffield United.
Oh, what a goal.
James
James
McAtee as well.
McAtee.
What a
Man City
finish.
legend.
What a finish, yeah.
This was listen.
Why is that funny?
Yeah, I didn't know. That's hilarious. But
He played for Man City and Man City.
he did.
Yeah,
He
of
did. No, it's not funny. It's not funny.
Yeah, James McAtee with an incredible finish. We were talking about Harry Wilson earlier. It's kind of like a similar type of goal. Harry Wilson can score. Obviously, great. But I just think Cameron Archer, by the way,
Villa legend.
unbelievable
That.
performance.
Tries and he tries, doesn't he, the boy? The boy's got quality as well. He's got
Why
quality
just
as well.
name teams they played for? Everyone a legend.
Legend.
They are legends at the club.
No, but generally 1-0 for Sheffield United. Big.
Hey, it should have been
result
more
for them.
Chris
Should
Wilder.
have been
Could
more.
have easily been more.
Chris Wilder. First of all, this is the battle of the two
back at-
teams.
he's back
The
at
two
Sheffield.
teams that wear white and red. Don't know
he was.
why I mentioned that. Just to put it out there. Two teams that on their home kits wear white and red. Just the battle of them two. Without Mbuemo, Sheffield United were licking their lips and they were saying, "Hello,
I'm leaving it with something.
I might leave it with something." Chris Wilder, the boy is back. And did you see that celebration? He was like 20 years younger. Go on, the boy, Chris, man. He was giving it a big, and as he
Wilder's back.
should. As he
He's back.
should.
He's back.
And that is what, listen, the new energy is bought. If he was like, yo, Sheffield United are back.
Yeah.
Well, bring all the boys.
When they had
Bring them
Ramsdale
all
in goal.
back.
When they had Ramsdale.
Get Ramsdale back in goal.
No, that's when
Sheffield
they had
had-
Dean Henderson in goal. My
Oh, my boy.
Ramsdale
Dino.
got them relegated.
Dino. Bring that power back. Bring the whole back. Bring all of them back. Bash
them
them.
back. Get them
Bash
back.
them.
Yeah, bash him.
Oh.
Get bowled up back up, right back.
Oh, my gold drink.
My goal.
Oh, my gold drink. I haven't quite got his arms. I haven't quite got his
still
arms.
there.
Wow.
Is that? Oh,
You
Oliver
got sent off last
Billy
game.
Sharp was back then as well.
Sharpie.
Scotty legend.
John Fleck. John Fleck.
John Fleck.
Who's that Rangers guy? Lundstrom. Is it Lundstrom?
John Lundstrom.
See.
Hey, bring all the boys back. Chris Harder, man. That was brilliant. It felt like the old day back at Bramwell Lane.
Yeah, great win at Bramwell Lane, actually. 1-0, clean
But
sheet.
it should have been.
Great
It should have been
finish.
3s and 4s, man.
Great
Whoever
finish.
that Slimani brother is, he reminds me of the old Slimani.
Oh, came on off the bench.
I think Lias must hate his
was-
brother as well.
he
Just
was-
by association.
And this Ben Slimane, but he's from Tunisia, this guy. This fella.
Fair enough.
Shout out to Tunisia, this fella. Tunisia.
Why's that making that?
Yeah, I know, that's good.
But yeah, listen, the defense was outstanding to keep a clean sheet. My boy Anel Ahmedozovic,
Yeah.
Ahmedozic, as it's pronounced, had a very good game. Covered himself in glory, obviously, keep a clean sheet. What's funny, my friend?
I can't say that.
Yeah, you can't. say
Anal,
that.
should I say Anal?
No, he's going to say
His
something
first
else.
name's Anal.
It's something.
Something
with
else. Something else.
Okay, I don't know. They also had Austin Trusty in defence, Arsenal legend.
him. He was on my bench. as well.
Arsenal legend,
When I was
Austin
on my bench on FPL, he got a clean sheet and he put him in. Nice.
But yeah, very good goals, very good result from Sheffield United. Unfortunately, we don't have a Sheffield correspondent. Please, Sheffield United, your legendary manager is back. Chris Wilder, he's back.
Huge
right?
manager.
Things are looking on the up for you. Yeah, you might stay up. So we're gonna need to hear from you. Okay, so if you are a Sheffield United fan and you do watch the podcast, please get in contact. CVK on Twitter. Send your correspondence because I have a feeling things might start looking good for you.
Bramwell Lane.
And we would love to hear from you. But because we can't hear from you, we're gonna hear from our favourite Brentford fan because they lost a game which they should have backed themselves to win. Keenan Lowe says,
Keenan.
"What a week to forget for Brentford. Fair play on the ridiculous goal they conceded, but failing to score against Sheffield, in capital letters, by the way, Sheffield, has me fearing for the worst. This was a big opportunity to get a result.
no.
This was a big opportunity to get a result, and the Bees did not take advantage. I was pretty negative about Brentford's situation midweek, but one positive for the Bees is definitely having Christian Norgard back and fit this season. He is Mr. Consistent for the Bees, and his influence is noticeable on both ends of the pitch. I'm hopeful that he can lead us through this tough period." He also goes on to say, "I honestly can't believe I'm looking in this direction of the table, but Brentford are a couple more bad results away from being pulled back into a relegation fight. The Bees have a tough road with some tough matches ahead, and even the teams that are below them in the table will see a matchup against Brentford as a great opportunity for points, much like
Licking the lips.
much like Sheffield did this week." And it's true. You look at Brentford now, if you're a team that's trying to climb up table, look at Brentford and you're like, you can get points there.
I can grab
You know,
someone here.
and Sheffield did. You know, back-to-back games. They had a bad week now. They lost the 2 away games, obviously. Brighton and Sheffield lost both games. And right now, Brentford's not looking good for them, man. Not looking great for them.
Man.
Come on, the Bees.
Sad
You know
times,
what
man.
Brentford need to do? I'm going to tell you guys for free.
Go on.
Oh, I know what you're going to say.
Go on, the boy.
Go down to Arsenal, North London.
Yep.
You see that number 14,
Oh, Eddie.
Eddie Nketiah.
Yeah.
Put a bid in. Help him out. Financial fair play. Arsenal will return a favour. We'll get Ivan Toney off you. It's a win-win situation. You can have Nketiah
And some cash.
and
Bit of
Renedy up
change
front.
on the side. And Renedy was
And it's going to work wonders.
It could do, man.
Yeah.
Just they don't have signal down in West London.
Yeah. Oh, then he's not going to score goals. He needs signal, bro, to score goals.
That's when they need to come. BT's going over there. And Nketiah's going over there.
Brentford, man. Yeah, let's see. January is going to be interesting for you guys. Of course, you have the weight of Ivan Toney
Huge bargain.
at the club.
Does he want to
It's
stay?
going to be interesting what's going to happen with him.
Because Ivan Toney, he just keeps putting up stories of like Arsenal game of like when he's working. You've seen it. He's the music 2.0.
I remember Midget was
idiots
doing
on
that.
Twitter buying and go, "Oh look, he's watching us again." He might just be an Arsenal fan.
He's not his Liverpool fan. He said it up openly.
Oh yeah, he did, innit? But he said he wants to play for Arsenal. So
Yeah, but he's
Fair enough.
He's a Liverpool fan. Moving on now to our penultimate game. We have Wolves versus Nottingham Forest. Gary Neal's Wolves hosted Nottingham Forest, and the game ended in a 1-1.
it was
draw.
Steve Cooper's final game. Apparently, if he lost,
Yeah, any
Harry Toffolo.
Oh, what a goal.
Can we talk
You know
about? Can we talk about?
Scunthorpe legend.
He's another Scunthorpe legend.
Scunthorpe legend.
Is he a Scotty legend as well?
He's a Scunthorpe legend.
So we can talk about Ivan Toney. We're just talking about Scunthorpe legend.
Scunthorpe produces.
Yeah, like Scunthorpe bums, but we have some Premier League players in
No,
there.
you guys got some ballers there, man. But can we talk about quickly the relationship between Nico Williams and Harry Toffolo? For whatever reason, whenever I see that number 7 cross the ball in the box,
15's
about the 15's on the other side. Harry Toffolo's trying to head all of them in. And they had a huge chance. I think this might have been after Cunha's equaliser. Might have been before. Another huge chance. Chika Kouyaté.
Yes.
Oh my dear
him.
God. He's picked his pocket. You're through on goal, son. Just have a bit of composure. Take a little touch. Ship him or do something with it. Shoots it early doors. Shoots it early doors. And it makes no sense.
Why every segment his accent changes?
No idea. But just bro, there were huge chances. And look at why. It's because of the beef that we had about Steve Cooper. I feel so sorry for him because of the tools that he's been given.
He just looks waved, bro.
No, he does look waved. He does
I
look waved.
can't take it seriously.
Yeah, he does look
When the
waved.
camera pans back to him, I can't.
I do know that's his normal face all the time as well. He can't. He can't do it. He can't do anything about it.
Bro,
Why has he got 15 bags?
I can't take it personally, bro.
Wallahi,
You know, him and Trossard need a good sleep.
No, wallahi, empty. Melatonin, that's what they need.
No. Yeah, no, trust that he definitely, this guy, he sleeps nice. I can tell.
He sleeps too nice.
He sleeps too nice.
Listen, Forest has got one up with Toffolo, but then Mateus Cunha, who started to cash in now.
That guy, man.
He started to cash in now.
Headache, wallahi, headache.
Started to cash in now. Him and Hwang are starting to cash in this season.
Wang, man.
Lots of goals. Cunha gets the equaliser. Yeah, bro.
Go on, get him out.
Cunha got the equaliser. The game did finish 1-1. After the first 30 minutes, there were no more goals scored in the game. Probably not Aston, who's a Wolves fan. Sent us a long correspondence, but we also got a Forest fan as well. Probably not Aston said, such an underwhelming defensive display from both sides. We could have ended up losing that game on another day, but the amount of mistakes the defense made against a team which Wolves should be beaten given Forest's current situation.
Everyone down there, we should be beating them.
That's why it's so fun down there, bro. It's so
Everyone's I'm leaving here with some. I don't care what.
It's so fun down there. He says Sarr with another bozo moment after returning from injury, trying to claim the ball, but then suddenly deciding to go back. Giving
Jose.
Toffolo an open header to put Forest
I
in
like
the
that
lead.
other keeper though. Bentley. Is his name Bentley?
Yeah, Bentley had a day. Listen, he did all right.
Yes, it came on, innit? Cunha. What happened? What are you laughing at?
That's just accent change.
Cunha yet again with great positioning and good finish to equalise off a great attacking move, scoring his 5th goal in the Prem this season, which is very impressive. Overall, it was a forgettable game in which should have been 3 points on paper, but we weren't threatening enough to get the win. On to the next game against West Ham, which will be a game which decides whether we are up or low.
Told you. This correspondence. I'm leaving it with something. They're all looking at each other. Leaving it with something.
Look at each other saying, "Get some of this guy."
Oh man! Literally, I swear.
I need to see what his not Forest fan said. Allah, he's gonna kill me.
Forrest Gump says. Forrest Gump says.
I know what he's gonna say.
Forrest Gump says, not a great performance again from Forest, but to be fair, it wasn't great from either side. With the amount we spent and the quality of players we have, we should be doing a lot better. And I said this at the end of last season, and I still believe it. If we stayed up, I wanted Cooper to be gone. He just isn't capable of taking us to the next level. Look at Bournemouth and what Iraola are doing. Having said that, I still firmly believe we're going to be fine this season, but fans expected more, especially due to the amount of money invested into the squad. 1 point away from home ain't ever a bad thing, but we possibly could have won. On to Spurs next week, and I reckon it'll be closer than people think.
I'm leaving it with Spurs. They're dragging Spurs into this.
Yeah,
I agree. No, that's a good point.
Yeah, man. Listen, this is
By the way, that's Forest. That's not Wolves going to them.
that was Forest. Yeah. Listen, it was
I can see him doing something.
pretty even game on the score sheet. Of course, Wolves being the home team, they dominate possession. 68% possession for them. But apart from that, the XG was pretty similar, 1.17 to 1.29. Both teams had about one or two big chances each. Pretty even game. I mean, we've heard from both correspondents, and there's not really much more we can say. But if we're looking at the table right now, they are both in that 13th. Wolves are in 13th, Forest are in 16th. So the wins got to start coming, especially for Forest.
They're the same points as Chelsea Wolves, aren't they?
Yeah, they're joint points with Chelsea. They are. But on to the final game of the game week. Another 1-1 draw. It is Brighton versus Burnley.
Can we just have an applause for this is who I was talking about. the best goalkeeper of this game week, James
Trafford.
Trafford. Oh my word!
Got his first clean sheet last week. Now he's finally got confidence back.
Unreal. It felt like whatever Brighton threw at them,
He's a top keeper.
they haven't got a chance.
Man City legend.
He is a Man City legend. You're not lying.
He's a Man City
He's a
legend.
Man City legend.
Pascal Gross had one chance there. He's thinking, phase, I know what Brighton do. I know what they do. I know what they love to do. Little cut back there, put it across the goal. Gross said, hello, let me try him out a little bit. Went near post. James Trafford wasn't falling for it. He wasn't falling for it. The boy was ready for everything. Mitoma's going for crazy wardings over the top. He's making sure he gets his hand on everything, James Trafford. Brilliant, honestly. That is by far and away. Listen, Alisson had that moment.
I love for abs, yeah. If you're an audio listener and you've never watched SDS, and then one day you know what? Let me tune into this show. I want to see. I like this abs fella, you know. Good guy, love him. You would not expect to see this face. You would expect to see this mug.
To be fair, I thought there was like 5 different people on the table for one day. But listen, James bloody Trafford. And listen, we've spoken about Burnley before.
Yep.
It's me and you, especially, right?
He faced 3.84 expected shots on target, by the way, and only gave up 1. Great performance.
The numbers back it up, FaZe.
Yep.
Trafford was the best goalkeeper this game week.
Facts.
Without a shadow of a doubt. I just felt nothing. I felt unfortunate to concede the goal. He's unfortunate too.
Good finish by Gross, though.
It's a brilliant finish. And also, by the way, there's this one cross that Gross does, by the way, where he's on the left-hand side. Yeah. And it looks like he's about to cross it with his left foot. Uh-huh. He does that one Cruyff turn. Why does it work every time? It's the slowest move
it works,
in
bro.
the league.
It's a great
but
skill
it
of all
works.
time. Great skill of all
Cruyff
time.
there, woof, puts it back in there.
Greatest skill of all time, man. But yeah, obviously, he did have a good game, James Trafford, and keeping a clean sheet. And he continues to keep a clean sheet going to the half because they went 1-0 up through a great goal by Odobert.
17-year-old French kid.
He's 19.
Oh, is he? Why does commentate live?
He's 19, though.
Why does commentate live?
He's 19.
On live Sky Sports.
What, they're French?
I'll play it now.
They're French.
I will play it now. The brothers.
What,
There's the clip.
Wilson Odobert.
The clip is there.
There's no clip, man. Sorry, can't show copyright. Psych! There's no clip!
It's going to be Impossible TV.
17-year-old. What?
What's all about? It's not unnecessary, don't you mean?
What? Great finish, though. Great goal. Great strike. Great strike.
No, but it's a yeah, it's a good strike.
Great
it is
strike.
a good strike. It's
Unbelievable
a good
goal.
But I just want to talk about how good James Trafford was again. Because
He was good. He was very good. He's a good keeper.
James Trafford was brilliant, by the way.
But can you believe Brighton, yeah, now they're going down there? Because can you believe they went from having a midfield double pivot, Caicedo and McAllister,
What have they got now?
to Dahoud and Gilmore.
Well, to be fair, I do like Gilly Billmore. He's a good player.
Gilly Billmore, good
He's a
player.
good player. He's obviously, I've liked him since he was at Chelsea.
Gilly
The
Billmore,
first game when he made Fabinho.
He didn't hear what he
Gilly
said.
Billmore, he's a good player. That's what I call him.
Great player. Why'd you call him Gilly Billmore?
Sounds funny. But this is the first game they made Fabinho. Genuinely, this is the first game they made Fabinho. I've liked Gilly Billmore for a long time. And he's proven it at Brighton.
I've always been a big fan of him, remember? I used to compare myself to him a little bit. For a little stint.
You did.
Yeah, let's stop that.
Yeah,
but the point is,
nothing like him.
yeah, they do.
I clocked that.
Yeah, you got to realise the further on the pitch, they don't
Not
really
like
do.
it.
But the thing is, what I've seen from Gilly, he's honestly a lovely player in possession.
Good player.
Who's this?
Gilly Billmore.
What a player.
Should I tell you who's good in possession?
Go on.
James Trafford. When he picks up the ball from kill.
James Trafford is brilliant on the ball. And this is why company ball. Even listen, that's a lot of money for a young keeper.
Yeah,
It's a lot of money for a young
came
keeper.
out
with no Prem experience.
No Prem experience.
Remember, he won the under
National
21s.
team. National team.
That's what he saw.
National
And I
team.
don't
Save
blame
that
him.
final penalty.
Bolton.
Genuinely.
Thogden was titling him saying, my brother.
There you go. And he got the gloves, didn't he?
And now look, yeah.
you
Got
go.
Trafford's gloves.
He got Trafford's gloves.
Yeah.
And I'm scared the day that Trafford comes to Old Trafford, by the way.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
I'm sure that fella
Young Trafford
is going
going to Old
to
Trafford.
have a great game against us as well. Scary.
Young
scenes.
Trafford
But
visiting
Burnley
Old
Trafford's
Trafford.
brilliant, man.
It's going to be a long day. Burnley have dropped 16 points from winning positions this season. That's insane. Joint top of the league. That is mad.
Does part of the blame go to Trafford?
There's one person you can't blame, and that's James Trafford. He does his utmost to keep them all on points, but if they concede, it's up to him.
Hey, listen, are Burnley going down still?
Oh, 100%.
Oh yeah, no chance. They're going down for sure.
Guess what happened? Guess
When
what's
he
going to go down?
You never know.
He knows. James Trafford's getting the move.
Yeah, but he's staying in the Prem.
In the Prem.
He's staying in the Prem. Ramsdale went down and stayed.
100%.
He's staying in the
good to
Premier.
go down.
Yeah.
You know where he'll be good at? Newcastle.
I'd like it. But they might be in for Rambo as well. Because listen, Ramsdale, if he's not getting it, listen, if you don't fancy
Ramsdale's at least
the rest of the league wants
60
you.
million.
The rest of the league wants
Ramsdale's at least 60 million.
what?
60, 70 million.
Yeah, you're having a laugh.
England.
Is that while he's wearing primo?
tag.
Is that only while he's wearing primo?
Nah, in general, 60, 70 million.
No chances. He's 60.
How much is Ramsdale going for?
Well, let me
40, 50 piece.
34.
You lost
34
your
is crazy.
mind.
Because they don't make it money.
Okay,
They don't money.
how many top keepers are there in this world?
Not many.
How many
many good
better
keepers
than
are there? How many good keepers are there?
how many exactly? How many keepers in the world are better than Ramsdale that are available? None.
Do you know who's better than Ramsdale? James Sheffield.
There you go. He was this game. He was this game.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes, you can
Stop
ask
asking us if you can ask questions. It's a podcast. Feel free.
FaZe, Abs. Who's forget form? Just goalkeeping ability. However you look at it. Who's better, Ramsdale or Vicario?
This season, Vicario.
Of course, Ram's not playing. It's not fair.
I can't lie. Vicario's looked so good.
But Vicario had a very good season at Empoli last year as well. But
Well, whatever that is. Vicario, I mean.
Vicario.
Yeah, man.
I've not watched one game at Empoli.
I was gonna say.
But I heard them talk about it and they raved him.
Yeah, I'm sure he had a great
And he
season.
was what, 17 odd mil?
I'm sure he had a great season, man.
He's 17 million, I like.
Euro show stars.
I'm sure he had a great season, man. But yeah, that is the end of the Premier League roundup. Let's talk about FPL quickly. The SDS League, we have our own league.
Sharky, check your shoulders.
Which consists of which consists of the SDS cast plus the staff. Fuizzi is still top. He's broken 1,000 points, guys.
That guy, someone's doing this. I promise you, someone's doing his account.
Fuizzi is over 1,000 points. He's one of the best. He is actually one of the best in the game. He actually is one of the best in the game.
He genuinely is like that. He's actually going crazy.
This season is one of the best in the game. The whole game.
What game week are we on?
Game week 16 right now.
But we're not even halfway and he's broke 1,000.
It's insane. Yeah, it's insane. Stars is in second still. Well done, very impressive there. I am in fourth. Abs, you are in sixth. FaZe, you are in 12th. Second to last.
Goodness gracious me. And he got sacked on FM as well. Stop playing games and stop playing football.
He did get sacked from my FM.
You need to just chill out.
Yep. And going over to the SDS League. Going over to the SDS League, by the way, which has I think over 15,000 people in the league. I like to give you perspective. I'm like where am I in our league? I'm fourth in the SDS League, right?
Yeah.
Fourth.
Yeah.
In our league, right? In the SDS League, which every one of you guys is involved in, I'm in 1,850th place.
Goodness gracious.
To give perspective, yeah. To give you a better perspective, who is he 25th? Fuizzi is in the top 20. He might get announced soon.
25th
because we announced the top 10. Imagine he breaks into the top 10. Fuizzi.
Good. Well, imagine.
That's mad.
Because I announced top 10. Imagine I say Fuizzi. Fuizzi's 25th, by the way.
That's mad.
That's how good he's doing. I still can't believe it.
Don't say he. Someone's doing it.
Yeah,
That's
but
them.
But let
All
me
of them.
go for the top 10 as usual. Like I said, whoever wins this league has a choice to either take £500 cash or to get an appearance on SDS. You pick.
Oh my days.
You know how mad that is? Like, when I found out I was shocked as well.
What would you do? Like if
I have passions, if I want to be on screen and I enjoyed it, I'll take SDS.
If not, I'm taking
It's like you're taking 50 grand on dinner with Jay-Z.
Not quite the same, but
But the table, the guest gets to pick the table as well.
Oh, that's it. That's
Yeah,
it.
you guys. Yeah. So if you got, I want the Sebas as host. I said, oh shit.
CBK Sports Online.
But yeah, at the moment, the person who might be getting it is in first place, Donal with the team name Free Palestine in first place.
Yeah, he was in the top 10
and with that team name, I really hope you win, my friend.
For real.
In second, Nawaf is in second. His team name is just Mezzo Ozil.
Nawaf, he's
good one.
Great team name.
Saudi,
In third, Bloom has been up there for the whole season. In fourth is DZ Wadinho, who's been there for a while. In fifth, Poo Poo PP. That's his team name. In sixth, Peaky Blinders is the team name. In seventh, George Price with Shiver Me Timbers. In joint seventh is Faizan with Treblers. Not Faisal, Faizan. Hey. In ninth is Shuaib Kayani with Alice in Wonderland.
Kadari.
And in 10th is Joe Jelly with Sterling Dool. That is how the SDS League is looking. That is also how our SDS League is looking. If you do want to join the big SDS League, don't worry, your points will stay. In the description, there is the code to the league, so feel free to join. It's been a very good Premier League roundup. I really enjoyed this one. Obviously, I wish we had won, but we will see you guys soon this week for another video, which is not a Premier League roundup. It will be a game or something, so feel free to leave your comments below. And yeah, see you very soon. Bye.